Just know that you need to make it there before the week and a half is over. I mean, make it to the marsh before the week and a half is over. So you need to take into account however much time you think you need in the forest.
Mm,
If you get what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So you have to stay in the city a minimum like 2 more days. For Sean stuff. And
oh yeah.
so let's say you have, we'll say you have like about 10 days before you have to make it to the marsh. So you have 8 days left after taking away 2.
Hmm. What could we
Shall
do?
we? I mean, we've already gotten permission to interact with the guilds to like
Oh yeah.
clean up our house and stuff, right? Or like get work done on our place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Why don't we start with actually looking
It's
at
not
the
guilds, they're not
place?
guilds.
Not the guild, sorry, but the how, like the help, like what?
Yeah,
Workshops.
the casts, the different casts.
Yes, yes. Why don't we start by actually looking at where our place is, and maybe we could have a better idea of what we want to do with it. Perhaps the location is better suited for a specific function.
Yes. Let's visit our new home.
Okay.
Let's go.
So after exiting from the main city, kind of like descending down towards the fields, and a lovely 20 to 25 minute stroll past a couple of small farms, you catch sight of what appears to be this very old and run-down mansion in the distance. And at first you kind of tell yourself that can't be it, right? It looks really old and kind of like falling apart. But then you check the kind of like agreement or the building deed that you have, and yes, it is indeed the location that you have been promised.
Nice pun.
Do we get the sense that we were like ripped off intentionally, or is it actually kind of a decent thing? Just needs some.
It is a
Well,
large piece of land.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at Isilia's reaction. What does Isilia think?
Syria looks very silent and solemn for some reason, almost like she's not here. You kind of like look. You haven't approached it, but from what you can tell, it is a large piece of land. That you don't actually have neighbors. There's no like neighboring houses or anything which is befitting of a noble estate. It is quite a substantial piece of land, and it would have cost a lot of money to acquire this piece of land.
So like
And
our surrounding areas is totally like not occupied at all. We are pretty much isolated.
Yeah, it's quite isolated. It is about 5 to 10 minute walk to the nearest neighbor.
Damn. Holy shit.
We could literally like start growing like illegal plants, right?
Well-
If you approach the kind of like the main gate, you notice there is a lock fastened to it with a metal chain. However, you have no key.
What?
What?
That is
It's a
locked up.
magical lock.
I jangle
locked
the
up.
thieves' tools. Here's our keys.
No. Maybe it's just magically locked up. You've forgotten that we are in Everesca. I'm just gonna guide the party towards the gate with the deed in hand and stare at the lock.
Sure. How long would you like to stare at the lock?
Maybe like 5 minutes before I get a bit bored.
So you stand there with Vervin for 5 minutes,
Oh wait, what are we doing?
and nothing happens.
We're waiting for the
After
lock to
5
open.
minutes, I'll take the
No,
deed
it
and
won't.
just like slap it against the lock.
Who has the key? Yeah. Yeah, let's maybe we have to open it with the deed. All right, maybe Orcus is the right idea.
What? It's a lock.
It's like a key card, you know. You need to tap the deed on the lock.
Yeah. Does that do anything? Does anything happen if we rub the deed on the lock?
Maybe they just forgot to give us the key. I guess we could just open it.
Yeah, well, we could try to pick the lock without damaging it. And we have the permission, right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, this is now our gate,
yeah.
but it's not our lock, so this lock needs to go.
Yes, agreed.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
So
Heck, so what would you like to do? Picking or just smashing it?
Well,
I
is
guess
it like a chain around a?
It's like a imagine like a you know those chains and then there's a lock holding the two.
Right,
chain.
right.
Yeah. The two
I mean, we could go either, but maybe you can try picking it first.
Sure. Let me find it.
Sure. You effortlessly pick the lock, and the chain kind of like just slims and falls to the ground as you remove the lock. And as the gate kind of like creakily slides open, you can see the extent of rust and age that has befallen this estate. As you step in, you can see that the grounds before the house have kind of been overrun with like all manner of kind of like weed and stray plant. There's kind of like almost rotting mulch that kind of like fucking up all your soil, all the soil. It's almost like when you step onto the ground, your kind of like shoes or your boots are descending into this like soft, grimy substance, and it kind of sinks in.
Ugh.
And not to mention the smell. It smells awful out here.
Looking around, right? Are we the only piece of land that is in such I don't know, state of disaster?
Looking around, there's like you have like 5 to 10. I mean, the nearest neighbor that you walk past before coming here is just a small farm. The house is considerably small. It's a very small house. They just have the land for farming. And Isuria knows for a fact that the land is not even theirs. The land is owned by the city. It's provided to the farmers' cars for them to grow their crops. That's it.
So this
So
is
they
actually
don't actually own their land. The farmers don't actually own their land. They just are given the land to farm.
Oh.
so this is actually like city land that they gave to us. Like it's not. It wasn't
Yes.
like a previously owned
It is previously owned, this particular estate.
by a noble.
Yes, by a noble. But God knows how long ago that was.
Do we know like which was the family that owned it? If they're still around.
Well,
The
you don't
name?
know that.
The family
you don't know
name?
that. You didn't ask.
Cecilia know anything?
Sia does not know, actually.
Okay. Well, maybe it's a long time ago, like a really, really, really long time ago. What's the
What's,
smell, by the way? Where's
yeah.
that smell coming from?
You smell, and it's definitely kind of like it smells like almost like the plants have been rotting for a while, and it's turned into compost.
Do I know anything about cleaning up spaces like this?
You do just looking around, you gather that it will require a considerable amount of man hours if the 5 of you were to work on it by yourself.
Right. So this is like a professional job. Like we
You can do it by yourselves. It will just take a very long time and a lot of effort.
Oh.
Maybe Isuya could blow the whole place up and like hard reset
Although-
it.
Oh yeah, we could do that actually. But I don't know if the city authorities will be pleased about us setting off a fireball. I mean, it's quite secluded, is it?
It's all. I don't know.
Is it quite secluded? What like do
It
we
is
have
quite secluded.
visual of a
There are
nearest
no
neighbors?
guards or anything nearby. Like
Hmm.
if
Visual of our
if you
nearest neighbors? No.
it's a distance away.
What?
You can every now and then, like maybe every half an hour or an hour, there is a griffin that does fly overhead. I mean not a griffin, an eagle that flies overhead, but that's about it.
I mean, the compost can't be all that bad, right? For us, if we intend to grow something out here, but if not, then we definitely have to clean up all of this, and maybe the compost needs to be stored in the right location, and not just out here rotting in the open.
I guess so. Oh,
Why don't we get someone here to build us a compost bin, and we can maybe hire some manpower to help us to get the compost into the bin. We should start with that, maybe. How goes getting manpower in Everesca? I imagine that it might be very expensive to hire workers here.
I don't know.
Yeah, minimum labor laws and all that.
Yeah, minimum wage, like it's a very high standard of living in Nebraska. We might be paying more than usual if we were to get people to help us out.
We can contact a maid agency and bring over some maids from Anarok.
Maybe we can be the bring slaves over. We are the agency.
Perhaps, yeah.
Hey,
Oh, it's Marion.
Oh, you're early, bro. You're early.
Celia has.
Okay, there's a bit to update you, so let them
What
update
do
you
you
first.
mean? You guys just started 25 minutes ago. What you mean?
we down 2
Seven.
dragons
You
already.
killed 2 dragons already.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I'm so proud of you guys.
Okay, anyways, we're just at our house.
Oh.
It's shit. It's big shit. It's like
It's
just
a big shit.
we. It's pretty
it's a
isolated.
wasteland.
Why do I
Like-
feel like Everesca scammed us?
Uh,
Well, I mean, land, yeah.
I mean the upside is it's actually a big plot of land. Downside is just yeah, it's
Is
just
there even like a building on the land? Or there's
There
no
is.
yeah,
nothing?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
just
it is.
overrun by every nature.
Yeah, we were just talking about resetting the building.
Yeah, like with 3 fireballs.
It
Like-
works, right? Like, they do like, what's that term? They use fire to
Burn
clear the
land,
forest. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get
Land,
fertile again.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't have time to pluck out weeds, just fireball easy.
This is exactly what a low intelligence party would say, which is perfect.
You're right, actually, but wouldn't that make it worse? Wouldn't we start like some forest fire?
It's
I
our
Yeah.
forest.
we can
No.
isolate it. I mean, we can take some. I don't know. Well, I like how we haven't even stepped into the premise. We just unlock.
Haven't go in, just go in lah.
Okay, fine. Let's go in. Let's see the house.
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna cast
Oh, wait for it. I'm waiting for it.
Wait for it. I'm
Yeah.
waiting.
detect magic.
Oh, alright. Reasonable.
Is there any magic by the door as we're entering? Any sort of traces of magic left behind?
What's your range on detect magic?
30 feet.
Give me a beat. Give me the link. Give me the spell. I remember there's something else other than that.
I will give you this.
Cannot penetrate stone or some shit.
Nearby weeds disable the effect.
That's good. Most barriers blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of
Nope, no magic.
Oh,
Means
okay.
have lah, but it's blocked lah.
Let's just walk in and see how the house is.
Yeah. Let's go. Open the door. Is there any trap? I'm getting ready to dodge any darts that are flying my way, or close the door if the poison trap triggers.
I'm gonna sue Everesca if there's a trap.
I mean, it might be from Mr. or Mrs. Hangman. Who knows? We're entering the house. Any trappers in the chat?
Are you checking for traps? Who's checking
No,
for traps?
we're not checking
I'm
for
not.
traps. I'm just gonna open the door and head in.
Okay. You open the door. As you kind of like squeeze on the doorknob and you kind of pull, it just falls off.
Oh,
It's kind of funny.
okay.
The door comes swinging outwards with a kind of like an awkward creak.
Thank you, Everesca. Oh my
And
god,
there's
I
like
feel
a
like the
you kind of
hero
like
of
you kind of
Everesca.
get the first thing you notice inside is just dark. There's nothing, it's just empty. There is a layer of dust that coats every single surface.
All
Would
right.
I know like where are we at the moment? Like what district or whatever?
You're outside the city, it's the fields.
Okay, so but in the city we get news of things, right? So have I heard of anything like that has happened?
This is
in the
noble business
fields?
though.
Yeah, I was asking if
What does that
you
mean?
you knew this was previously noble owned land, and I was asking if
Oh.
you knew which family owned it previously.
Oh, and also was there any news of like something that has happened before that has caused like areas to be abandoned? Because it doesn't really seem like Everest is for there to just be abandoned buildings just sitting there empty, right? So was there something that
You might need to do a little bit more research into that.
okay,
You do not know currently.
okay. But there's no like newspaper
No.
or whatever
No,
that
no, no.
reports like, hey, we got something happen.
I
Like,
mean, noble
nothing's-
affairs generally do not make it to the newspaper anyway. They are,
okay.
they tend to that they tend to want to keep their dealings quiet. So even if noble property like this is vacated, for unsavory or savory reasons, it would definitely not make it to the papers.
Okay. And on our way to here, what's the nearest building to us?
Okay,
Farms,
5 minutes away.
small farms.
Small farms. Okay.
Yeah. So I was explaining to them that you basically know that the farms here, they don't own the land. The land is given to them, and they are basically allowed to live on. They have like small residences that they live. The farming caste gives them the land, and they are basically just allowed to use the land to farm. So they don't technically own the land. The land is still owned by Everesca. But this land that you're standing on, you own the land. That's the difference.
Okay, got it.
Mm.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, I guess you'll just step in. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
just nothing.
I'm stepping in. Like what? Like is there actually nothing? Is there like another room maybe that we're not seeing from the main area?
It's the layout that I sent to you on Telegram.
There's a whole house.
Layout that you sent to us on Telegram. Hold on, let me just open my Telegram real quick. In game, obviously.
I will copy and paste it on Discord. Hold on.
So many rooms, so little toilets.
Oh, it's gonna take so much gold to renovate.
So if you basically see, just imagine this entire layout with.
I didn't get any message.
It's on Discord.
Oh, okay. Thought I said Telegram.
Said
I
I'll
mean,
paste it on Discord.
we did get. You didn't see this?
I
Whatever.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's you walk in the main floor, you see the first room, but if you explore a little bit more, you basically see that it's one fucking empty house. The paint is peeling off. There are in the dining hall and some rooms there are like kind of like torch holes. There is maybe a chandelier or two, but the chandeliers, the crystals have kind of like been broken. This crystal is kind of broken off, or the glass is kind of broken off. The lights don't really work anymore.
Is there a hidden staircase?
There's a staircase that goes down to the basement. Yes.
No, I mean like if you look at the double stairs.
Where?
Double stairs.
So
is like
yeah,
a
so one goes
hidden
up, one goes
stairs.
down. One goes up, one goes down.
But there's just 2 staircases going up to the second and third floors lah.
Yeah.
Not just one stairwell, right?
It's not just one stairwell.
Cool. Okay. Like, so if we just explore the house, like, there's nothing of interest, like, just old, decrepit, or just sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the house seem structurally sound still? Like,
It seems structurally sound like it's not going to collapse on you or anything while you're standing in it.
Is it made
But
of like what stone? What's the foundation like?
yes, its foundation is made of stone,
ooh.
and then the interior, the floor is kind of like wood. So it is made of decent material. It's just that everything inside is just worn. There's been no
Yeah.
upkeep at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess explore every room just to see. I think we would. I mean, I'll ask oracles to just see if there's any like hidden doors or floorboards or things that you can take a look out for, and then I guess I would look around specifically to see if there's any like loose pieces of like paper or whatever like that just happened to be left alone, just to get some context of who might have left this place vacant and behind. So I will concentrate on that.
And there's a basement, you said?
Yes, it's a basement.
Detect magic is still on for the next maybe like 5 minutes or so.
Yes.
That's where
There's no magic.
there's no trace of magic left in this house. I would say as I
So
explore.
I need you to be those who are looking for things. I need you to be quite specific with the areas that you're looking around with.
Okay. Vervin is just gonna look maybe for a clock of some sort.
There's no clock.
There's no clock. Any sort of clock in the on the ground floor. Nothing
There's
at
no
all.
clock.
There is no clock, guys.
I guess I'll
Uh,
concentrate on the rooms that look like they were sitting rooms that will have like shelves or like bookshelves, and also like the personal like bedrooms that have like tables in them, like study tables or whatever you call them. So I'll be checking those items. So like
Oh,
shelving.
you after
table.
going through the entire house, this is what furniture you do find. All 3 levels, this is what furniture you do find. You do find 2 chairs. One of the chairs has a leg broken off.
Nice.
A bed frame, no mattress, still standing, covered with dust and cobwebs. Bed frame. 1 cupboard, empty, and 1 desk, which is broken in half.
In half.
Yes,
Like it looks like it gave way, or was
it
it
gave way.
purposely
It looks like
like
it gave. No, it looks like it legit gave way.
Okay.
That's
I
all this furniture
will-
that you found. Fine.
I will maybe step outside and take a walk around the house to sort of get a good feel of the size.
It's a
Yeah.
huge house.
Sure, but what I'm trying to do is, from what I see outside and what I see inside, see if there are like I don't know, hidden rooms or
You don't get a
Spaces
sense
for
that
the
there's a
space
hidden.
for-
You don't get a sense that there are hidden rooms in this house.
Mm,
After just a brief inspection and kind of like walking around the house and then walking around the exterior, you can tell that okay, look, this room is accounted for, this room is accounted for, and then there are mirrors. I mean, no, not mirrors. There are windows as well, so you can kind of get a sense of the space. Orcus.
I'll just like ransack the furniture we found. It's just like opening all the drawers that it has. If not, just like just fumbling around with it.
The doors.
All the furniture that we found. Essentially, I'm just trying just inspect them and just like open up any drawers that it might have at all. Yeah.
And also for
See if it breaks even further.
If you try sitting on one of the chairs, the one that's still standing, it breaks.
Oh, okay. That's both chairs out of the equation. Empty wardrobe, right? Was it? I guess.
Yeah.
I'll just like step in and just like tap all the like I guess like
How
sides
heavy
of
are
it.
you?
Yeah.
Like, how heavy are you?
How heavy would I be actually?
With your armor and everything on.
Okay, I don't have my armor with me. I'll say, fuck. How heavy do 14-year-olds weigh? Like
I don't
40
know.
kg?
50?
40? 30? 40?
Yeah, 40, 50. Depends on
Yeah.
how tall you are, I guess.
I guess
40, 50, eh?
I guess yeah. Okay, 45.
With armor, lah. With armor, maybe 50.
50. Okay, 45.
At 50 or 50.
Wow, 10 kg
average.
Let's say
I
45.
don't know. How heavy is your armor?
It should be
You-
really
you-
I'm
light.
not wearing what?
You step into the wardrobe, you can hear it creak
Oh,
and
He's not
crack.
wearing armor though. Cause
It doesn't
he-
break
he
though.
gave
You
it
can
to
hear
the
a
whole
loud creak
Oh,
as you step in.
it just sounds like it's
Sword
giving
also.
way.
Yeah, it sounds like it's about to give way.
Alright, step out of it, step out of it.
Yeah, just step out. Okay, well, it seems like everything's pretty shit.
Yeah,
wanna-
yeah, this looks like it needs professional intervention.
I'm looking
I
for,
wanna
like,
check out the basement also.
carvings on like walls, door frames. You know, typically I want to like if you are grow up in a house like typically the kids as they're growing older then they'll mark.
Mm.
So I'm just looking for like signs that
This
what-
was lived in.
yeah this was lived in, yeah.
Okay.
So, like
So
carvings on the walls, under the table, like in the cupboard, like typical
so yeah,
things
there are
that-
some scratches on the walls, the woodwork where like things probably were. So you can get like a sense, like you can see like okay, oh, there was probably furniture like here. Like if you go to the like living room area or the dining room area, you can see there are like kind of like scratches on the floor where furniture used to be.
I meant like deliberate markings on the wall.
Deliberate markings on the wall.
Yeah,
like
you know,
you,
like-
you mean yeah, I know what you mean. Like people
Kids
drawing the
when they
height
draw,
and
like kids they like
No,
go under the table and they draw shit or whatever, like that kind of thing.
there's not much. You don't find any of that.
For a good measure, could you maybe use the lantern of revealing just in case?
Alright, I'll give the
Ooh.
whole house a pass with the lantern of revealing. Looking for.
Yeah, lantern of revealing, please. Link. Oh wait, I'll open it now.
Yeah, it's
I
the
have it.
magic.
Yeah. It's who the lantern burns on 1 pint of oil. So you can take away 1 pint of lantern oil. You have it, or you can use.
How much oil do we have left?
Do we even have oil?
Sure. Do you have lantern oil?
Any priest pack? Anyone? I don't have.
Oh, I don't have.
Anyone took the cleric's pack?
Oh, I don't know. Like
Wouldn't we just
we didn't use any oil the last time we used it.
yeah.
Like, if we knew, I'm sure we would have topped it up. Like it's I think pretty. Yeah, like
There's the lantern revealing.
Magic items.
Oh, it doesn't say a lantern oil. It just says like general oil, right?
1 pint of oil, yeah.
So do you have oil?
I assume that we have this as part of our general supplies, right?
Oil would not be part of general supplies, would it?
But if you have a lantern, it would be like just standard
Yeah.
things to
Torches also.
This
I don't
you
know.
did not start.
torches, yeah, that kind of thing.
well, no,
Bruh.
I mean, cause the last time we used it, this was never a consideration. Like if it
Yeah,
was, we
yeah.
would have definitely topped up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, fine. You can we just add like let's do like 5 pints of lantern oil to someone's
you-
inventory.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
It would be. I mean, it's Cypher that's been carrying it this
Yeah.
time, anyways, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
even when we were like in the
and
tunnels
out.
and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add it. 5 minus 1 or 6 minus 1?
You can just
no,
buy
6
a
minus
top-up.
1, so 5. You light the lantern and you kind of walk around the house and nothing invisible comes out.
Right, I'll follow Arcus to the basement.
Okay. Arcus in the basement. What are you looking for?
What do I see? Is it
Uh,
like totally empty?
The first thing you notice is, unlike the rest of the house, the basement is paved in stone. So the groundwork is paved in stone, and you can tell that this is probably the most untouched part of the house. The cobwebs are considerably larger. The dust is considerably thicker, and the air is just foul down here. It's almost like nobody has opened up this door to the basement in really like decades, maybe.
Okay, sorry, breaking immersion, but do you want to bill me for the oil? Because apparently oil is an item that you can throw at people.
Bill you, is it?
Yeah, do you
Let
want
me
to pay
check the.
for
I'll
it?
check the price and I'll let you know. It's okay, go ahead. Orcus.
Just behind Arcus.
Just
Lighting his
deduct. Just do 6 silver.
Okay.
Sorry, we actually. Do we have a sense of, like, based on what we've seen so far, right? The
Mm.
dust,
Mm.
the disarray.
Mm.
Roughly, how long do we think the house has been abandoned for?
It's got to be a minimum, like just by your estimates and Cyfrit's estimates, like a minimum of 20 to 30 years for this sort of damage and disrepair.
Yeah, I think probably need professionals to come in here. This doesn't look like a job that we can handle by ourselves.
Okay, the lantern of revealing is bright enough to light up the whole basement,
Yes.
I guess. And it's just empty, stone floors, cobwebs.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see anything on the walls or on the floor? Is it just like smooth stone?
Make me an investigation check.
So yeah, where are you?
I'm investigating other parts of the house.
No, you don't find anything. It appears to be just smooth stone across.
I didn't see any roll. Is it just me?
It's 10.
I will I will walk around the
Little
perimeter
shop.
once with my hand on the wall. Just feeling the stone.
Mm.
Does it
You
feel
get
like
when you kind of pull your hands back from the stone, you can see you're kind of like removing a large layer of dust, and you look at your hand and you can see, holy shit, that is a lot of dust and grime.
and beneath all the dust and grime is just like normal
Smooth stone.
granite?
It's smooth stone. In fact, it's cold, so it from your guess, it's probably not stone. It's probably something more expensive, along the lines of like marble or black marble even. It's a darker shade of marble.
Interesting.
Marble.
So it looks expensive, but then compared to the rest of the house where it's just wood, right? You said.
Yeah, but you don't know it I mean, if you kind of like make a close inspection, it is expensive wood as well. It's just that it's kind of like gone bad with age, whereas marble doesn't really go bad with age.
It's interesting.
Funny, such a big basement, but nothing inside. Barely used. I wonder what they
Is it
just did.
necessarily big, or is it just like a standard size basement that could be a cellar, could be a I don't know.
Give me a
Yeah.
perception check.
Oh, alright. Why do I have to see it?
Can I assist? I mean, because I did ask about the size
Sure.
of the basement, right?
With advantage, I feel.
Oh, that's not gonna help.
Oh my god.
I don't see anyone's rolls there. That's weird.
Refresh?
Refresh.
That's weird. I see the rows.
Cypher, you get the You and Oracles look around. You're like nodding to yourself. This looks like a perfectly reasonable sized basement. And then
I mean,
after
is
you
the
kind-
size of the house or like the size of the floor plan or what?
from what you're gathering,
Yeah, because I walked
It's-
around the perimeter of the house once, right?
it's about the size of the house, lah.
Okay.
So it's not like, oh, someone went all
Yeah, but
out
you-
of their way to
but
make a tunnel
You
system.
kind of make the statement that, oh, this is definitely like a perfectly normal sized basement without really having an idea of like how big regular sized basements
Oh
are.
yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, it gives us the flexibility to turn this into something like a tap room, you know? You can pipe cakes up.
You will have definitely like more than enough space for many cakes.
Turn it into a secret sacrificial burial chamber. Lots of room for unholy rituals if you're interested, that sort of thing. That was a joke, by the way.
Yes.
Speaking of unholy rituals, though, I can't put my ear to the floor. Do I hear any evil?
Are you doing your thing?
Divine sense.
Yeah.
Let's sending divine sense, please.
This place isn't cursed or anything, is it?
Huh. $60 feet.
It's not good. That's not a good.
Looking right above the shan wall.
Give me a second.
That's not good at all.
Okay, guys, I propose we drill for oil here.
Just feel a sudden urge to start digging around, right?
Yeah. I think we should drill for oil. Maybe we'll go.
Oh, 60. It's about 60 feet. It's like 6 stories.
20 meters, yeah.
6 stories. 6 stories is a lot. Yeah. At the edge of your sense, you feel desecration at the very edge below the house.
No.
It's kind of cursed. This is cursed
At the
AF.
very edge, at the very brink of it, you push your sense outwards, and it's all clear. And then at the very end, at the very tip of your, just touching your mind, you just feel just this tinge of darkness. It grips you for a brief second.
Wow, good thing we're in the basement. Can you imagine if we did this on the
Yeah,
top floor?
right. But I wanted to look for dead bodies here. I kind of like that can't be
Are you
right.
saying anything?
Yeah, that can't be right. Do you remember when we were at the library in Greyholm, and then I said like, hey, you know, way at the bottom there. I'm feeling the same thing here. Like something below is bad.
I'm going to start looking around the
Gotta
floor of the
be
basement.
at least 10 levels down, though.
I will allow another investigation check with advantage.
No, the cat's so cute.
I'm gonna find Isilia to help out. I quickly go and grab Isilia.
Huh?
Syria
That's
can
very
make the
smart.
check with advantage.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should get someone who knows what they're doing.
I'm going to detect magic first. After he shared it with me, so I'm just pinging it.
Nothing.
And then I'm going to roll what like, is it control or shift or what? Advantage is which one?
Shift.
Shift.
You kind of like get the sense that if there's like when you detect magic, if there's anything that is below, it will not your detect magic, your magics will not pass through this layer of
Yeah.
marble.
Of the stone, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage.
Uh, you do spend a considerable amount of time scouring the room, and it does take a considerable amount of time, close to an hour.
Prestidigitationing also no,
Yes.
just sewing like
Yes,
clearing.
for an hour you spend cleaning up and kind of like getting rid of dust, and okay, not even 1 hour, like more like 2 hours, like cleaning up dust and kind of like examining the room. You're close to giving up, but towards the end of it, as you're kind of making your way back to the entrance of the basement, near the side, towards the east wall, you do appear to see there's this very thin kind of like separation between what appears to be two marble plates. It's kind of like you blink and you will miss it.
It's like a seam, like a
Yeah,
gap.
it's like a seam, like a small gap. Like you would not see it if like you didn't pay very, very close attention.
Oh.
Should we try to pull it apart? I mean, we're getting this place redone already, right?
Yeah.
It's on the wall, is it not the floor?
On the floor.
Oh, it's on the floor.
Gotta check for traps.
I'm gonna pull out. Nah, no traps.
Is everybody there? I just want to know.
Once I found out, I would sound out to everybody. I'll be like, hey guys,
it's been
come,
2 hours,
come down
right?
here. Yeah, take a look. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And for 2 hours, what are you doing, Haskell?
I mean, I would have spent most of my time, I guess, at the third floor, like just looking
Fucking
around
around.
as well. Yeah, like
Yeah.
just looking through each room.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would not just bumble about. I would actually look at each room carefully. And so, but
Okay.
Yeah, they were
But you
looking
don't-
for traces of the previous owners, right? I guess
Hmm.
no traces.
No traces at all.
I claim which room I want already. Okay.
Okay, you claim the room. How about Vervin, what are you doing in the 2 hours?
I'm just gonna actually go upstairs and be like by myself, and I'm gonna inspect like the living area upstairs. I'm just gonna try to maybe figure out if there's sort of any theme going on with the house, like what kind of like in terms of like the leftover furnishing or the leftover stuff that's below the cake, like below the dust. I'm just trying to maybe piece together. Maybe there's some sort of theme of whoever was living here was in some sort of way or some
Right.
religion or something like that.
It doesn't seem to be like a theme per se. You don't get a sense of like there is like a pattern or anything quite like that. After your close inspection of the rooms and the layout of the house and everything like that. So anyway, the
Interesting.
two of you do get a ping from Isilia and you do rejoin the three of them in the basement where they do point out that appears to be like a seam on the floor of the marble basement which they've cleaned out. The smell and the stench is still there, but for the most part it's relatively clean thanks to Isilia's magic. There
This-
is... Sorry.
Or you finish first?
The seam itself is quite small, and it's very thin. It's a very thin seam. A blade would not fit in it.
Wow.
Wow.
It appears to be about half a foot long at most.
Half a
That's all.
foot long.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Well, there goes my crowbar idea. Half a foot long seam. So it's just like one line in the floor.
Yeah. Yes. But it stands out because there's no other seam at all. This whole place appeared to be just one smooth piece of concrete until you found this one seam.
so narrow that a blade can't even fit in it.
Yes.
What does it mean?
What could have made it?
We're gonna try to check the cups.
What?
I'm gonna try to see if it's a mechanism or a trap or anything. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's like it opens. You know what I mean?
Have we,
But
have we,
it's just one line, right? It's not like a outline of a.
Oh, sorry. I think I didn't describe properly. It is an outline. It's like a small. It's like a small square.
Oh,
So
and
half foot. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
have we tried stepping on it yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and.
Do you want to try like knock? Okay, I'm going to knock around the area.
Uh-huh.
Not along the seam, not where the square
Uh-huh.
is, but like around it to see
Uh-huh.
like does it
So
sound
to
solid?
see the sound whether there's space below, basically.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So like whether it's hollow.
Yeah.
Around it,
I'm-
it's not
around it.
hollow.
Around it is not hollow. Like
Yeah.
everywhere is not hollow, but then if I were to like very lightly, like not like on the
It's not hollow.
edge of the seat, it's not. Even the square.
Yes.
But what would that mean? Does that mean it was like damaged and then they repaired, but you know,
It
it's
doesn't look like it's damaged. It looks intentional.
intentional? Not like I don't know, shoddy craftsmanship that no one would notice?
Oh.
Maybe it's like the water trap, you know, the drain trap.
Oh,
But then if it
Okay.
is, then there would be something underneath, right? And in any case, we should
I
pop it
press.
open and see.
Yeah, if I press on this particular square stone segment,
Mm.
does it move?
You press on it, like step on it.
I mean, with my
You
hand.
think it's like a pressure plate kind of thing?
Yeah.
No. It's solid through and through.
do we want to like open up the space forcefully? I can do that.
What do you mean open up?
I mean, if you want to see what's under it, we can remove the
wanna-
tiles.
Just
Yeah,
check it. So the square is like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a seam here. Is it?
No,
It's like
no,
a seam across 4 sides.
Yeah,
Okay,
the seam is
smooth
the square.
marble, then there's a square.
The seam is the square.
Mm.
So it's like a
Oh,
square,
I see.
like the tile lah. It's like a tile in.
Yeah, but it's a
Oh,
very
okay,
thin.
so-
It's a very, very, very thin seam.
Yeah.
A blade will not fit in it.
Shatter.
I
What we
look
need, Martin?
directly above where the tile is. Is there anything in there? Like,
The ceiling?
yeah.
No.
We need like a plunger. Can we find a plunger?
Plunger that can
mean,
zuck,
hold
zuck
on.
marble.
Hold on. Let's see. Couldn't you don't one of
Magic.
you have like a flying spell? Wouldn't that work?
I mean,
Wait, what?
Levitating spell.
But why
I can
are you
fly
flying-
Oh.
above
What
the
are you flying
tile.
to?
No,
Can you,
I'm talking
you mean
about
like
trying
levitate
to
the tile, is it?
like, yeah, make an object float. Is
Oh,
that
that,
not what the spell can do?
Different spell.
All right.
Oh, you're taking levitate.
Okay, I'm this close to blowing up the tile. It's
No. Do not blow up the tile. Do
This is
not
the
blow up the
anti-Elrond.
Yeah,
Do not blow up the tile. Who is this?
why? Like, what would you think it is if it's not?
Wait. This is a very, very old building, alright? Anything in here could be worth a lot of money.
I
You don't want
summon
to
my
be
mage hand and
below-
I just touch it, like touch the tile, like
Nothing
just
happened.
slap it. Okay, I
Do you
Bef-
want me to use my big hand to see if I can like punch it in?
Punch
Yeah,
it in.
what if you
I
punched
think
it in?
it's.
That's what
I
I'm
think
thinking as
it's meant to be pulled out. I mean, I
Right,
tried to
okay,
press on it,
or-
right?
or-
Nothing.
Or pull it.
You can try, but the seam is so precise that you can't even fit a blade.
Clearly, there is some contraption that maybe it's meant to be open from down below, or either that, or there is some other contraption that is helps us open this. But
Well, if it's opening, I can do that. I can open it very well.
Permanently open.
By smashing it open. No. Is there anything that which I'm looking on all the walls to see if there's like some hidden lever or like even a small tiny hole in the wall to put like the tip of your finger through or whatever, like something it's so like in just maybe we thought it was just a hole. It was just like what those pock marks, but actually it isn't. So I'm looking again all the four walls in the room. Someone
No.
can look at the ceiling.
No.
Be great if we had that wand of secrets.
Oh yeah, that'd be so
Oh.
good.
An item that we didn't use at all, and then
Wrong.
when we used it, it saved the campaign. Artificer can make it.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to
pause champ.
pour like get some like sand or debris or whatever that is fine, right? Like because we a lot of dust. But anything like granular, like sandy or gravelly, and
Uh-huh.
and just like sprinkle it in the seam. And can I see if it like gets like falls
Sand?
down? Do you know what I mean?
Do you have
like-
sand?
I have
or like
sand. I have
anything-
pocket sand.
Oh, you have sand. Oh, yeah, whoever. I'm
Very
I
trying
went
to
use
see
my
fine.
pocket sand.
very fine, like yeah. I'm just looking for
Uh,
something very
a
fine.
little bit would trickle through, but just a minute amount.
But it's not like there's like a obvious suction, like it's not like,
Suction.
do you know what I mean? It just kind of falls
Yeah,
there.
yeah. There's but
It
it's
doesn't
very
go
little. Like,
through?
I'm telling you, there's like it's not the seam is very small.
Ah,
Not a
okay,
lot of sand is going through.
okay.
Even
Don't have any magic items for this.
We have dust of disappearance. Can we make the tile disappear and see what's inside?
That's not how it
No.
works.
This is not what I anticipated. 5 players versus 1 seam.
One towel.
Stop it lah.
A single
Okay,
towel.
at least it's not a chair.
I vote.
Alright.
I
Alright,
vote shatter.
clearly we need a plunger.
I summon
Yeah.
like penance and I'm just leaning on it, like
Someone what?
my staff, and I'm just leaning on
This
it.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
I take a step back.
Are we shattering
back away
it? Like,
also.
Yeah. Seems
I
like
mean, we're
Kesnaf
gonna
is ready to do
Like
something.
what Cypher said, we're gonna redo the basement anyway, right?
No, but I'm worried that it's one of those fail-safe things. Like if you shatter it, then vinegar floods the tube and the parchment is ruined.
Or a portal to the Feywild gets dispelled and then someone cannot go home.
Yes, that I'm
Oh,
worried
then-
about that as well.
Well, then
Wow.
then let's just leave it here for now then, and
No,
then
but
Real
what if
salty
we-
about.
I mean if
what
I
if we just
we're
there is
just
this, we could just remove the wood around it, right? And then
it's fucking marble
Ooh, it's
tiles,
All
right?
stone, it's all
Oh.
stone. The
we
basement
could
is all
just
stone.
remove the marble around it, right?
With what?
Yeah, with shatter.
So we shatter beside the tile.
Oh, so we don't shatter the square, but we shatter the surrounding area.
Oh, I think you should
Yes.
shatter the
Is that what you're
square.
saying?
The surrounding area is all
I'm pretty sure
solid.
shatter doesn't work like that. I don't think you get to choose where you want to shatter.
No, you
Okay.
shatter a distance away. Then it's a
Can we
fracture.
try non-destructive methods first? Is there anything we can use to like pry or lift this tile?
But we cannot
Like a
fit
plunger.
anything in the seam.
Yeah, like
Oh
a
my
plunger.
gosh! I know what to do. Why haven't we been thinking about this? We are zero intelligent there. Let's
We really are.
Shit.
though.
let's let's
I say that, but
chisel.
I have the highest intelligence.
Let's chisel around the square. Then it will be like, you know what I mean? Like you dig
As in, like,
around it.
make the seam bigger so that
No,
we
you
can...
dig around it so that you can have something to. Okay,
Lift
hold
it
on to
up.
the edge.
Yeah. We can
Okay.
Yeah,
try.
like, make
I-
the seam bigger lah, basically.
No,
right?
no. Okay, let me draw this out. Let me
It's-
draw this out.
He's
Around-
breaking the. He's breaking
around
the.
it.
Yeah, the
so
rock around the seam.
surrounding.
So that the,
Yeah lah,
the
so
floor is
making the
lower.
edges bigger so you can grab it, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what
yeah,
it
something.
means?
Well,
Basically, something like that.
sure.
lah.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with
Wait,
that.
I have a question. What do you all think this is? Like, if
oh,
you all are
sorry.
saying it's a device or something that activates it, then why are we trying to Why are we not finding the device and instead just looking at this?
I can't find any. That's the thing. I
Well,
don't see
then-
any lever that opens this
Well,
thing.
yeah. So that's what
Presumably
I'm
it
saying.
opens.
Like, if it's intentionally built to be a device or a contraption that only works when we find it, how is trying to do whatever we are doing here gonna help? Like, I think it's either we go big or we find whatever that controls it.
Okay, let's split up. We'll divide the house. Then we will look for anything that rattles or moves. I volunteer Casclav to take the outside of the house so that you can fly around it.
Oh, okay.
Then Isolia can keep looking here. I'll take the first floor and second and third floor. 2 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what are we looking for? Anything that
Rattles
rattles? In
or
addition,
pushes or like a gap you could put your finger through.
I'll also ask to see if anybody can find any object that seems to fit this half foot by half foot size square.
Oh, like a weight.
Yeah.
A specific weight that would trigger it. That's interesting, yeah.
Cool.
But the chairs
Uh,
that broke fit.
Let's go around with investigation checks. Casculav is the outside.
Yeah.
The grounds and then the outer
With
towers, I
flying?
guess.
Yeah. I guess if it helps
Okay.
me.
Maybe investigation check.
Oh yeah, this will go well.
So you do find a couple of birds' nests on the roof of the house.
my
However,
God.
the birds' nests have been abandoned, and all you see are kind of like shells in the birds' nests.
This is the
And you do-
beginning of the wingspan campaign.
You do, fuck off. You do find a broken hole as well at the back of the house.
HOE?
Yes,
HOLE? Oh,
HOE,
okay.
as well as a couple of shovels that have been rusted over. The metal is rusted over.
Is there any like shed or anything near those equipment?
Yes, there is a shed. That's where you found them.
Oh,
So it's like a garden shed in the backyard.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, you do not find anything
Okay.
of note. Who's first floor?
Me.
Okay, go.
Rolled already.
You don't find anything of note. Second floor?
I guess I can look second floor.
Yeah, well, no. It's a no. Third floor?
Come on, Vervin.
Gonna roll.
No.
Okay.
You don't find anything of note either. Last one, basement. Last check.
Oh my god. Please, Lord. Oh wow.
No, nothing.
No shot.
The dice didn't even roll. It literally just died.
Hey, okay. No.
Oh, the dice is fucked up. The dice is
Literally
fucked up, guys. Fuck this dice.
Bro.
Go change your dice, ah.
Yeah, shut up. I want to use my die. My die in my box.
Yeah, no. Alright. You guys regroup together after about 45 minutes. You don't find anything.
Okay.
Done. Just shatter the damn thing.
Fine,
Do you want to try the chisel one first?
yeah. Do what you
Sure,
Chisel
whatever.
strategy?
Any permanent solutions are welcome now.
Okay, who has a chisel?
I have a
Whoever does
crowbar.
not has a chisel. I have a tinder box if you want to maybe make it maybe. Okay, no, that's a terrible idea.
We have spells to specifically shape and remove material.
Sacred flame.
No, that's a no then.
That can remove material, right?
Sure, but no. Why we so under equipped for this?
Yeah, we lost to a
I have
plumber.
a- I
Literally
have a-
lost to plumber.
I have a pickaxe.
I have a crowbar. I have 3 vials of worm acid.
A pickaxe will probably do it.
Chip away at the sides.
You should let me do it because I have out of character. I have powerful build.
Sure, but it's not a matter of strength, right? It's a matter of finesse and hitting the right spot.
No,
So
I
what
will
you
hit
trying
it
to say?
really,
Sorry.
really hard and destroy it.
Who's
But
most
we're not
accurate
trying to
with
destroy
a
it.
crossbar? Who's most accurate with a pickaxe?
That will have to be Oracle.
Are you asking for plus hit?
Yeah, I
It will be a plus strength
oh,
for this.
Oh,
No.
guess me.
I guess so.
Can I
You
get
or
Mine is
you
get-
or Mervin.
red buffs?
Raid buffs. Let me just buff you real quick.
Bless.
God.
Yeah,
fuck you guys.
I'm actually gonna bless him. I'm actually gonna
Guidance,
bless him. No cap.
guidance,
No cap. I'm gonna bless him.
You gonna bless him?
Yes, I'm gonna bless him.
And then I'm gonna have assistant. Maybe someone can assist me. Like hey, take the take
What
the
the
help
fuck are you
action.
talking about?
Take the help
How do
action so that I can roll with advantage.
Hold his shoes, you know. Hold his shoes in place.
Yeah. Hold my hair
Assist
back.
him.
Hold your hair back. Hold your
Yeah.
hair back.
I'm gonna take a swing as precisely as I can,
Fine,
Okay.
please roll with advantage.
and then plus
No
4.
shot.
Yes, yeah.
And bless.
No shot.
yeah, bless.
Yeah.
You just need to beat 10, you fuck.
What do I roll? That's a big X. It's not rollable. I'll roll my
Just,
sword
yes, just roll your sword.
with advantage. Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
Alright. You shatter a bit of the side area which is not part of the seam.
Okay.
And you manage to kind of like pull back a bit and pull out some of the broken marble, making the seam slightly larger.
Can I do it to the other side?
Okay, roll again.
Hold on. Maybe
Inspect
now I
this?
just try to use the crowbar and try and pry open.
Oh yeah.
Slap.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
assuming now the crowbar
with a
can
lit-
fit, right?
With a little bit of effort, it is possible now that with the seam being larger that you can pry aside this particular tile.
Oh my gosh, we did it. We fucking did it. We beat the boss.
Difficult boss, man.
I didn't think this would be that
Cast
difficult,
off is
guys.
I could just shattered, guys. It's just standing there, it's like, don't know, like, what these men,
And then like
these men in my life. I
Really?
look up to them, but now
venomous
second
darts are
guessing
gonna
my
come
choices.
flying out of the gap, right?
It's true. Venom darts
Sure.
are gonna come flying out again.
I open it away from me with the help of the crowbar and Orcus.
Just want you to know that Kaskov very disappointed in the man in his life at this very moment.
So you can shatter the shed outside. Get it out of the system. You know, like adolescents have a destructive streak.
No change in music is not good, guys.
I
The
just
end is always
want-
near.
My 2 hours
Okay.
of my life back.
So anything happens when we remove the tile?
Cloud kill.
Pull aside the tile,
See,
and right underneath the tile, like as in there's no gap in between, appears to be a layer of concrete. And inscribed on the concrete in runic chalk are 6 runes.
traceable rules.
Do you
Traceable.
Chalk.
I'm tracing them.
It's chalk.
Inscribed in the concrete.
it's chalk?
It's runic chalk.
What's runic chalk? This way, what's that?
Magical chalk.
But uh-huh.
What does it mean?
Again?
Hmm?
Yeah, can I read it?
Make me Arcana check.
You better have
I'm-
studied
Oh my
hard.
god.
I'm
Can
keeping
you
the
bless
area
me
well
now?
lit. Guidance is not
No.
blessed. Guidance is not blessed. I'm keeping the area well
Guidance?
lit so that she can see clearly.
Guide me, please.
I will cast light with one hand and guidance with the other. Well, technically I can only cast one cantrip at the same time at one time.
We got the lantern. We're using it as light.
Okay, but I'm still gonna guide.
Hey,
Celia.
Oh my god, please. Please!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay,
Oh,
okay, okay,
oh,
okay.
oh
Just,
my god.
just,
Wait, wait,
just,
wait,
just.
wait. Hold the door. Hold the door. Okay,
Fine. 20,
okay.
20 lah. 20, 20. We take it.
So you do recognize from your studies, and you're specialized in this particular school of magic, is abjuration magic of some sort, and you do recognize that this is a particularly complex spell, but to the exact nature of the spell, you're not too sure, but you are certain that this is something that's beyond what you're currently capable of achieving.
Any magic detectors? Can you
Sorry, I'm out
you
of
try it?
juice.
Yeah, I'm obvious. I'm detecting again.
Nothing.
that's too
It does
sad.
not go through the concrete.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy, man. Well, this is not reassuring at all.
So, but the spell, the runic symbols itself is not magical.
Hmm.
But
Spell itself will be magical.
oh, okay.
This is kind of scary. Oh, by the way, guys, about 10 floors down is desecrated ground.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
mean
sorry, I didn't mention that.
that's why we were digging around, right?
Well, Celia
Wasn't-
doesn't know that.
Did you not tell? Okay. Well, oh my god.
Is the
guys.
runic like is it part of a spell or is it the whole spell?
With a 20, you'll be able to tell that this is probably the runes for the entire spell.
Mm.
But you also know that if you were to desecrate the runes or remove the runes, you will probably end the spell's effect.
Let's not do that.
You probably what?
You will end the spell's
And
effect.
oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. No,
Runic chalk is not like normal chalk though.
yeah,
Like
well,
it's not like you just like dust it off. It requires you to actually deliberately carve out the or damage the stonework. Yeah.
mm.
So from
Let's
my
just leave this alone for the time being.
very amateur understanding of abjuration, this spell is supposed to, I don't know, lock something in below.
It would seem that way.
And we are not
Abjuration magic
supposed
is
to.
summarized quite simply as protection magic.
Protection, yeah.
It is either protecting something from you or it's protecting you from something. As to what, you don't know.
Be
Which way
wise
it is,
to
you don't know.
not dispel this magic.
Yep. I am not going to do that.
Perhaps.
Do you think this is worth letting other people know so they can tell us what this is?
Well,
Well,
I trust my professor, so I might have him take a look at the runes.
yeah.
Cause I've like traced them out, so see if he can give any insight.
Just wondering,
And
is that
he's the professor of abjuration anyway. Like he teaches that school of magic. So
is there any smell coming from this weird like tunnel?
It smells horrible. This entire area I already mentioned just now. Like Syria's managed to get rid of the dust and the grime, but the stench still remains.
Now that we're down here, there's still a stench.
Yeah. This is the like most untouched room or area of the entire house. So there's this like very like imagine like you don't open a door for 30 years
Yeah, like
and the air
mold.
doesn't circulate at all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh.
vibes, guys, bad vibes. Let's take a beat.
Is it time to cast
I'll
this
s-
spell? Oh,
no. I'll see if like my professor can shed any more light on these runes, and then we can decide what to do from there. I guess.
We need to find out who owned this
Also,
estate
yes, so we
previously.
should pay our neighbors a visit.
Yeah.
Gotta close the windows. It's pouring rain. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's pouring here also.
It's pouring here as well in the west side.
Damn. Looks like it's all over Singapore, boys.
Yes, we are all very close to each other.
You know why? Fucking God is crying that TI was so bad.
Oh my god, 3-0 in the first time history of TI.
It's not the 3-0, bro.
Mm.
Who gives a fuck about the 3-0, dude? The 3-0 can still be like a good final showing, you know?
No
It's,
shot.
it's how fucking shit the production was.
No shot.
So was it a close 3-0? Or
No,
was
it
it
was
like
a
No,
a
it's a
storm.
fucking
It
walkover?
was
storm,
a
dude.
storm the entire time. It was a storm.
It was a storm.
People were saying that like when they were at the, I mean, like they were actually at the event, right? Like the audio is like so bad that you can
What,
barely
really?
hear. Yeah, like the audio of the casters, right, when they're speaking, because there's so much speakers like everywhere. It's like bouncing around the stadium that you cannot really hear clearly what the casters are saying.
Damn. That bad, huh?
Because it's just like, speaker, then it's like all the delayed speakers after that. Then you just hear like a mess of sound.
Oh my god. So is it Tundra is just so good or everybody else is just shit?
Tundra's really
It's
fucking
it's a
good.
mix of both. Yeah, Tundra is good, and then every other team is just shit.
Tundra didn't drop a single series the entire tournament.
Yeah, compared to Secret's not on their A game.
No.
Welcome back.
Okay, so what would you like to do again?
Should we
Yes.
go away?
Two things, right? Cecilia will consult her professor. Then I guess we will either find out more about the previous owners from the neighbors or from the city government. Whoever gave us the deed.
You can split up. Are you gonna split up?
Yes. Can we split up one more way? I would like to just check go back to the city and then consult whoever I'm supposed to be working with to figure out whether we can get manpower on the fields to clean stuff up.
Sure. Sure. Do you know where to go?
I have no idea where to go. I'm gonna ask Cecilia. Cecilia, is there any good? Is there any like workshops, guilds, or crafts that I can visit where I can get manpower?
Hmm.
You will have to go to the
I
Hall of
don't
the High
know.
Hunt, Celia.
Okay.
You can tell him. That's
Hall
where
of
most
the
of
High
the
Hunt.
that's where more of like the administrative stuff
Roger
of
that.
the guilds is.
Hall of the High Hunt. I have.
Yeah.
If you're going there, I have the letter of recommendation which might be needed.
Very
Yeah, you
nice.
and Fervent go together.
Yeah, we could go together. Orcus can
I guess
investigate by
Orcus
himself.
and Casca can like talk
Should-
to the
should-
neighbors.
That works,
Should
yeah.
two non-elves really be trying
Oh,
to
That's
administrate
true.
But
That's
we've got a
true.
letter,
okay.
right?
I'll go with them
They've got
anyway.
the letter, right?
We will head back to
Yeah,
the city.
if you're
Yeah.
going to the
That's fine.
city, then two of you can handle it, right?
Yeah, we've got the
Both.
letter as well. I think should be okay.
That's okay. I mean, I don't mind staying and asking around also with the neighbors. So
Okay. Then
No, but you need to go to the city to talk to your professor.
I mean, yeah, but it's on the way back to the city. Might as well just it's fine.
Sure.
Sure. True. Okay, let's talk to the neighbors first then.
Yep.
You step outside and you speak to your nearest neighbor. An old man comes up to greet you. Greetings. We were not expecting visitors today. Are you here
Hello.
for a sampling of the wine?
Ooh,
Uh,
that sounds.
I
Interesting.
wasn't, but maybe
But
now I
now-
am.
The wine
Yeah.
is not exactly ready. It will be ready in a couple of weeks, but you can have an early sample of the pre-fermentation, if you like an early sample of the. Well, it's not exactly fully refined yet, but I'm sure it would still taste decent.
In other
Oh,
words, grape
sa-
juice.
Kind of runs over to a kind of like inside the
Oh,
house.
hold on. I'll stop him. I think there's been a mistake. We're not from the city or anything.
Oh,
we're-
it's okay. I just assumed that. Well, yeah, we don't usually get non-elves, so I assume that you were, ambassadors of some sort,
Oh, well, we are, but that's not
touring
the purpose
the
of.
fields.
We are, but that's not the purpose of this visit. We're just here
Yeah.
to introduce ourselves. We're apparently your new neighbors.
Oh,
Yep.
you bought a farm?
Farm. Was the I described the direction? Was that a farm?
Oh, no, that's not a farm. That house has been abandoned for. Then he kind of like pauses. Like, since I was a child.
For that long, huh?
Yeah. Then he kind of like pauses and is like, well, Sean, there's something coming from your mic.
Oh, I think it's rain.
Is it the rain? Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like rain.
By the way, did you all hear my fan? Because I watched the tapes on the previous.
No.
No, I don't
It's
hear
so
it at
annoying
all.
just now in the recording.
Really?
Yeah, I believe it's been abandoned for a good at least 70 to 80 years.
Yeah, we saw it was
If
a
not
little-
more. I don't really remember. It's been abandoned since I was a child, so at least 70 to 80 years.
Oh, we're hoping to breathe some new life into it.
No. You bought the house? The land?
We've come into possession of it, yes.
I've heard that the government was reluctant to let go of the plot.
Why is that?
He shrugs, I don't know, and just you're not the first ones who tried to buy the land.
There were buyers. Like, did you know who they were? Like, who the interested parties were?
I think other nobles. I mean, it is a large plot of land.
Is there anything? Is there any threat to your? How far? Can I gauge how far we come to this guy's plot of land?
How far? What? Sorry.
How far have we traveled to get here? Like how far is he
Five
from us?
to 10 minutes.
Like a kilometer or two.
Yeah.
Does there any
Could be
problems
less.
from that side?
Okay, maybe
I
10
mean,
minutes.
Sorry.
does the because you know it's unkept land?
Hmm.
Do you have trouble coming from that side of the land?
Trouble? What do you mean by trouble exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like stray animals or. I don't. I was hoping you could tell me if there was anything that we should be. You know,
I
we want to
mean,
clean up the place.
I mean, sometimes I look over and I wonder like why nobody's using the land. That's about it. Could be redeveloped to make space for like 2 farms.
So I take it it's pretty peaceful.
Sorry?
Take it it's pretty peaceful.
Yeah, nobody comes and goes. You're like the first people I know who have actually managed to get inside.
Oh, alright then.
Actually managed to get inside. You mean?
Yeah, it's locked, right?
Oh, it was, yes.
Was. You got the key?
Yes, in a way.
Cool. I heard they lost the key.
Doesn't seem like the case.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe it was just a rumor then. It's mouse.
So listen, who were the previous owners of the land?
I couldn't tell you. That house has been abandoned ever since I was a babe. Like maybe ask my grandfather, but he's dead.
Before I be rude and ask him how old is he, can I guess how old
You
is he?
said 70 to 80, right?
70
is
to
it?
80 years old. Yeah.
Wait, he's
is
an elf?
An elf.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an elf. 70 to 80.
oh, you say he's an old man.
No, like an older man. Like older
But-
than you, Oracus.
But 70 to 80 in elf is. I think
Young.
I'm more than. Yeah, I think I'm like.
You're more than
Not-
70 to 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I.
I was born during the first war, right? Which is why
Okay.
my parents.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Lord, Lord.
But
Oh, damn.
Ooh, ooh.
We can
We're not
retract
here.
that.
We're not here then.
70 to 80 young-ish,
I am
middle
old
middle-aged man.
How old is Sylvia?
Middle-aged
110,
guy.
right? Ish.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Middle-aged.
I said it was
Like a
130.
middle-aged guy. So 70 to 80 years, he basically he doesn't know who lived there. It's been abandoned ever since he was born.
Anyone in the area do you think would know?
I think you had better luck with the builder's cast. Maybe ask them who actually commissioned the house in the first place.
Builder's cast. Do we find them in the city?
Hall of the High Hunt, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Now
Would you
about
like to
that.
try the wine?
Yes,
Yes.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, we should be properly introduced. Give a round of names.
Oh, my name is
Urban
Sildi.
Sildi.
I'll write it in the chat.
Actually, if he's like a wine farmer, I suppose he grows grapes.
Yes, it's like a small vineyard.
Actually, we could like sublet part of our plot of land. We're not gonna use it all, right? We just pay him to have some kind of deal where he takes care of the land. We're not gonna be around it. We're not gonna use the whole field. Does that make
Mhm.
sense, right?
Mhm.
And he's like right next door. It's not like you have to trouble
but-
to take care.
Let's go to the builder's house first. See.
He hands you like a small glass of wine each, like a very small taste, like maybe enough for like one small mouthful. If you take a sip, you can tell that it's not quite done. Like it's a little bit too sour, and the alcohol, the kind of like the taste of the alcohol is a little too strong. It's a bit off. What do you
Well,
think?
I don't partake. I just have to defer to someone who does.
So he looks at you, Irvin.
Well, obviously it's not ready yet, but I can see that it's promising.
We are trying out this new breed of grapes, and we are hopeful that the royals will like it, and perhaps we can make good on our sales this year. It's a new
Yeah.
hybrid grape.
Yeah,
Smiles.
I think you might be onto something. I can
Hybrid
see this
grape.
tasting very good once it's well developed.
I'm more curious. Hybrid how?
So I'm not sure if you're from Everesca. I see that you have some non-elves with you, but the conditions in Everesca allow the farmers essentially to grow different sorts of produce and magically infuse them, if you will. So these are, if you will, magical grapes. These
Could,
mouse
we are inside his house.
outside.
Oh, he brought us.
Yeah,
Oh,
Can we
What-
see past the doorway?
it's closed.
But he went in and out, right?
Yeah,
You get a peek.
you
or-
close the door lah. You can see that there's like lots of barrels inside if you kind of like peek when he went in.
Right. I'm just trying to get a sense for his level of like affluence or like how well he's maintained.
I mean, everything is neat and orderly, and the house is clean. The from what you can tell, the fields are very well kept, but it's not like you can tell that it's not well to do or anything like that.
Right. It's just a,
Yeah.
I mean, high standard of living, but still a farmer.
Hmm.
infused with what kind of magic? Interesting.
So, it kind of goes a little bit hush hush. You know that the penalties for aphrodisiacs in Everesca is they're quite strict on what people can or cannot consume. As a result, there are not many, if you will, chemical compounds available. This particular wine, we are hoping will provide a additional stimulant, if you will, a high, if you will.
Alvin Tongkat Ali, I see.
In wine? I feel like that would have the reverse. Ah, well, who knows? Maybe these hybrid grapes really do work that magic.
Well, your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, it won't be secret for very long. We are hoping the royals and the nobles will take well to the idea. We're still in the process of pitching it and preparing our presentation to the merchants cast. We're hoping that
Well,
it will go well.
yeah, good luck. Wish you all the
Thank
best.
you. Thank you. I appreciate the time and the that you spent tasting, and we'll take into account all of your feedback. We drop by, maybe in a couple of weeks, and you can try the finished product.
Cool.
He smiles.
Wouldn't want to make promises we can't keep, but we might be.
Traveling.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, then just stop by anytime. I mean, we are technically neighbors now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, just drop by anytime. He's like, he extends his hand and shakes all of your hands.
What a kind chap.
Do I get the
Any-
sense that he's actually a genuine guy, or
Me and such, right?
inside check? Oh, I love
Seems
him.
Fine guy.
He's like
yeah.
a great guy. Love him.
No,
Thanks,
ask him, is
Sylvie.
there any other like neighbors around that we should be aware of? You know, like introduce ourselves as well. Given how
This is-
he's been in the area.
Well, there's me, and then there's Araya across the way. Araya does like traditional vegetables and stuff like that. You can say hi to her if you like. Araya.
Anything past us, so like if our house is here and then his house is this way, is anywhere the other way.
He says like past your house would be a considerable distance before you get to someone else.
Ah. Okay. So area. And she's just what, down the road from you, or?
Yeah, so she's like 10 minutes that way, then points in that direction. So it was basically from your house about 15 minutes.
Should we say hi now? Might as well, right?
Sure, yeah, I mean, we won't be back anytime soon, right?
You walk over, and this time there is a genuine old lady.
Elven lady.
Yes.
I just want to say, just FYI, when we left our place, we make sure we locked everything, the shit back up.
Yep.
Just FYI. Come.
Yep.
Okay, genuinely
She
old
genuinely
lady.
old. Genuinely old.
Like older
swear.
than my parents.
You
Older than your
swear.
parents.
Older than my parents. Okay.
Looks like on the brink of death old.
Wow.
Hi, Aria.
Who's there? Who's there?
Hi, how are you?
You can see like she has her daughter beside her,
Hi.
who looks considerably younger. Yes.
Sildy.
Is it the shipment of seeds? Is it, pardon
no.
please pardon my mother. She's blind already.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's alright. No, we actually just came from Sildy's place. He mentioned that you're down the ways and you should introduce ourselves because we are moving to the area. So yeah.
Yeah, this is my grandmother. Her name is Araya, and I'm Samur.
Araya and
Yes.
Samur.
Why are you being rude?
And how, like, is this guy like an adult? Like, Oh, like, does he look like an
adult.
adult?
Like about Isuria's parents' age.
Hmm.
Around that.
Hey, so Summer and your grandmother is Aria.
No, my mother.
Oh, your mother. Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you've been here. You grew up here, or?
Yeah, yeah. My grandmother grew up here,
Oh wow! So it's been in family a long time.
and then my mother grew up here, and then I grew
Oh,
up here.
wow. Nice. Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah. Well.
the plot of land has been handed down in the family.
That's nice. That's nice. How? So Sildi has been around a lot. Not as
He's
long as
he's
you
quite
guys
new.
have.
Yes,
Ah, I see.
he's how you say it, unconventional chap.
Oh, why?
Did you try his wine?
His pre-wine, yes.
Did he tell you about his old wines?
No.
No.
The last wine he tried to make, he said he wanted to, well, he said it was for people who couldn't fly.
The hell?
So he mentioned that the latest batch that he's making is some sort of
Yeah, this is his fifth
stimulating
experiment. The previous
thing.
4 have all failed.
Oh.
Interesting.
So how does he
Make a living.
yeah.
He's sectioned off like a half of his field for regular wine.
Oh, okay.
I can respect
okay.
the entrepreneurial
So
spirit.
so he still sells regular wine. He just likes to
I mean, he could have been living
try new things.
a lot of like a better house, expanded his field and all that, but improved his farming gear and all that, but he's stuck because he refuses to acknowledge that he's an idiot.
Oh, well. Well, I mean, as long as he's not harming anybody, I hope
Oh,
he
he's
hasn't
not.
poisoned
He's a nice
anybody
chap.
or anything, right?
He's
Okay.
a nice chap.
Okay, well.
Just
yes,
FYI,
so-
speaking to the younger one or the older one.
Yeah, not the
Yeah.
So because I mean he's new to the area, so he couldn't really share much about like the history and things like that. So I'm hoping you actually might be able to shed a bit more light. So we actually came into possession of the land that's just right next to his.
Yeah, it's been abandoned.
Yeah. So I was just wondering if you knew the history of that,
Maybe your
like-
grandma knows?
or even
My
like
mom?
your mother might be able to.
Good, ask her.
Yeah. Hi, Ria.
Hi,
And I guess I'll just
hi.
bend down and I'll like hold her hands or something. Be like, hi.
Yeah, her hands are
My
like
name
thin
is
and frail.
Isia.
and
Nice
cold.
to meet you.
Ah! Isilia.
Yes. Isia.
Horrible name.
I just
that is
stifle
an
a
opinion. I'm just a new neighbor. Just wondering if
We
you can
don't have neighbors. Sorry,
Okay, I
please
guess-
forgive my mother. She's
Is she?
still. Yes.
No worries. It's okay. I'll still like. Do you know who lives at the big house?
No one lives in the big house. Nobody's allowed to live in the big house. It's been abandoned since I was a babe.
Like this is the grandmother saying.
The mother.
the mom. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty long.
Wait, how old is she? Like a few hundred years old?
You asked the daughter?
No, I mean, given our knowledge of like elf
At least
lifespan.
690 minimum.
Eee. Oh my god.
Wow.
That is weird. Wow.
690.
Has anyone ever tried to come and buy the land?
He kind of looks at you confused.
strict question.
speak in simple sentences.
Oh, how is that not a simple sentence? Oh,
So, if it's abandoned, why hasn't anyone else, come to use the land?
Abandoned for very long. Yes, yes.
yes. No one interested?
No. No.
Free land?
I was very interested. Me.
Oh,
Me.
But-
Me. They didn't let me buy it.
I'm gonna ask Samir on the side. Does she speak anything else that isn't common? Maybe she speaks.
She speaks.
better
She speaks Elvish.
I mean, I will be speaking to her in Elvish because she's an elf lah.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna
assume,
be.
I assume that lah. I
Yeah.
assume that.
Then I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I tried to buy house many years ago, many years back. Yeah. Didn't let me.
Did they say why?
Said it was
Why
not for
can-
sale.
Did you notice anybody come and go?
What? Come and
Go,
come and go.
without permission. Just go in.
No.
How about the city? The builder's cast?
No.
When we opened the thing and I saw the runic symbols, were they very old?
Runic shock doesn't deteriorate with age.
Okay.
It seems like the marble was still relatively well kept, right?
Well kept is
Probably doesn't.
untouched.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll thank you. I'll guess I'll just talk to Samir. Right, I guess you have there been anyone from the city that just come in and like do I guess
No,
regular
the
inspections or something
the house
like
has
that?
been abandoned. No one comes and goes.
Interesting. Who would know? I guess who would have that information? Would it
She
be
gives you the same info.
Builder's Cast?
Yeah.
So you're saying Everescan government has not allowed anybody to use this land?
Yeah, I mean my mom was very interested in buying that plot of land a long while back when I was a child. I still remember it very clearly. She was wondering for a very long time why the land was not for sale. And honestly, as I grew up, I didn't quite understand either. It was just land that was being wasted. Like if there was no noble was moving in, and no one's gonna occupy the land, why not give it up to the farming caste?
And I mean, from your experience, I mean, just looking at the land, do you think it's fertile land, like, or?
I mean, for sure. I mean, just walking past the house, that compost is useful. That smells like crap, but will be great for growing crops. But it's locked up, so
I
we can't
see.
get in.
I see. Okay.
We haven't cleared it yet, right? We've just left it there. Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably can let them have it actually.
I don't know whether I want to say this. Maybe I'll mention it after we leave.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we'll try to find more information and we can. I mean, it was great, meeting you, and we do want to help, our neighbors however we can. So, if there is, I mean, we are not really, farmers or anything. So, if there's any resource that is available on that land that would be useful to you, then we can definitely, have a discussion about that.
Sure. Just let us know if you, whenever you want to, like, if you like to come over or we just pop by. Or,
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Summer. We are heading back into town actually. So do you need anything like everyone? Just, I mean, if we come back on the
No,
way,
it's fine. We have people to do that for us. It's all good.
All right, good to know. Thank you so much. We'll pop by when we're around again.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I guess, like, is he very she or he, sorry,
She.
is she very, like, standoffish or like
Not really,
friendly
no.
but like very
Friendly but
holding
wary.
everything back, wary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you're new, kind of
Yeah,
like.
that's fine. Okay. Alright, thank you.
So once we're out of earshot, then I'll just say, do you think that us owning this piece of land is not a coincidence?
Well, there are two ways
Yeah.
that I can think about it. Number one is that they were not expecting us to come back alive anyway. And then the crown is also, we know that they don't have a lot of money left, so maybe they were matter of last resort. They had to give this to us. But I think it's the alternative, right? I think that they wanted to leave this land to capable hands, or like people who could deal with whatever is under the house, fully expecting us to deal with it. Because could you imagine they gave it to some noble of high standing in the city, and then they find out that, hey, there's a problem with the plot.
The question is then, why didn't they tell us?
Fairly intentional. Well, it's kind of like more work, right? We were promised a mansion, a villa, and all that, and it's not. I suppose it's not that great.
Yeah, we should probably find out more.
I don't think it was a
I mean, if
coincidence.
Maybe you
Yeah.
get ping at this point. Do remember you have an appointment with Lady Verona tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. sharp.
Well, are we entering the city now? Are we going to the city?
We'll have to go back. This place is in no livable condition.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'd have to be going back to the city.
Well, along the way, I will go look for Riven. Like, Riven. Got something made for the you actually. And I will pass him the 2 platinum rings.
Platinum rings.
Wait, made ready, meh?
Collected it at the end of last session.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are these for, Cypher?
I will share that we should both know how to perform a certain spell called the Warding Bond.
Do inform me.
This will. I think I've seen some clerics of Ilmater in the past, in the Dawn, Water of Dawn. They've used these platinum rings as a channel between them and someone they pair the paired rings with, and it would allow them to, well, proverbially take on some of the person's suffering.
I see. Alright, I see what you mean. I would have to do a brief lookup on it.
It's very I thought that it would be useful for a servant of Martyr deity.
You are absolutely right. I think this is absolutely up my alley. I will just straight out do the rings fit first of all. I'm gonna try to put them on.
They are a bit small for you. They were
That's-
sized for Cypher.
That's fine.
Hmm.
I'll just fit them on loosely, and I will make a mental note to have a brief study up on this warding bond that Cypher is talking about. I'm no religious expert, but if there is a spell that is useful, I would like to learn it.
Yeah.
You're not a religious expert.
I'm not a religious expert. Just because I'm Christian doesn't mean, I know everything about Christianity, right?
If you're a Christian cleric,
No, not really.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
the other ring is not actually for me. I'll leave it to you to decide which one of the party deserves it, or it could be useful for.
That is very thoughtful of you.
Of course.
I will think about it. I think at this
Maybe-
point, maybe it would be useful even on someone like Oricus or
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
or
he's
even
looking for
Oricus or
ways to
Isilea.
make himself harder to hit, right?
Yes.
This is one way.
not being in battle is another way.
That's Cecilia's job,
Well,
right?
I
To not
mean,
be in battle.
the reason why I thought of Oricus was because of the whole situation where he sort of died, right?
Yeah.
So that's still kind of a sore point in my head
yes, of
where
course.
I don't want that to happen again.
Of course. But
So-
our character gives 1 AC.
I see. I mean that would, it's I mean still.
Yes, but of
I
course,
im-
it's
I
at
already-
your
I already-
discretion.
I already imagined that it's
They,
for
they don't have to
Orcus.
be attuned to this item.
I
so
see.
it's- As long as you,
That's pretty fucking amazing.
yeah. I hope you'll find
Just
some
add it back.
use of it. If I know everyone's been getting shiny loot from the first leg of the journey, and they want you to feel left out about it.
Oh well, I for sure didn't feel left out.
That's great.
I
That's
think
great.
maybe you guys might be overthinking it. As you can see, the morning tea has been glorious almost every single morning.
Of course.
Not one morning has it.
Don't,
missed
let's,
its point.
yeah, of course. Let's not push. let's not push it.
Oh my god, it's gonna jinx. Still not yet. I still haven't rolled the
But
one.
yeah,
I'm
Please
waiting for
be
you to
great.
roll the one right
No,
before
no.
the final boss fight.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Thank you, Cypher.
yeah.
Appreciate
Hope you don't mention it at all. But yes, it's a non-concentration spell, so pretty insane.
shit! That's crazy, actually.
Yes, I could use it. You could use it. I think it's a little bit more useful for you because you
yeah.
have the self heal when you heal someone else, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so then it tops off your own health.
Yeah. That's actually very, very, very thoughtful. Because I get self heal soon, so
Looks like some
really good.
shadow priest shit.
Yeah, it's some Shadow Priest shit where
Alright.
I have to do the suck, do the
The
tether.
big suck.
You guys make your way to the Hall of the High Hunt. Is everybody going there?
Yeah, I guess
does-
so. Since
Or
we
does anybody else need to do other shit in the city? Kaskala?
No.
Okay. Sure. You make your way over to the Hall of the High Hunt. You get to the information counter or the receptionist counter, and there's a kind of like a friendly female moon elf there who greets you and says, "Hi, what can I do you for?"
we settled the labor first, I guess.
Wait, the labor, don't we want to give the 2 farming neighbors a chance? Maybe send their farm hands to
Clear the
but I
area.
think
It's a
because
2
it's
for 1,
our
right?
land, we will still need to do some kind of like.
Yeah.
We
no.
will need to be paperwork done for them to use the
yeah.
land.
Yeah, no.
Even-
So what can we discuss that before we actually even go to the Hall of the High Hunt? Like,
Yeah, sure.
what are we intending to do? Are we going to let them sublet, manage the fields, or do we have some other purpose for the fields? Because it's such a large plot, right? And I don't think we can.
My concern is okay. So if it's just a mention that we need to be wary about, then I think it's okay.
Yeah, the bordering lands are fine. Celia, does your family have any need for the land? I mean, surely you should have the first priority here.
Oh no, no, not really. They like where they are. As you probably can tell, they don't like much change. So yeah, I think it's all good.
Do we want to use maybe a small, even if it's just a single flower box for your father to produce inks or dyes? Would that be useful for his enterprise?
Is there something you can do?
Yes. Inks
Oh.
are made from, I guess, medieval times, or made from, yeah. Or if he needs like a
Oh, I
place to
mean,
stretch parchment. I mean,
I,
inks and paper production.
I would need to ask him to see
That
if
sounds like a
he's
whole business.
Yeah, so my idea is like we probably can't be the ones to manage the business, right? Because we're not around a lot. But if the neighbors can kind of give us the proceeds, but then we make use of their organization, their manpower, their paperwork, everything, and we're just like, okay, we're just here to be a landlord of sort, right? And yeah, it sounds like the land is like really really big, right? There's 2 farms, so I think there's enough space for like a bunch of wine, bunch of vegetable garden, and then you could still have extra space for like any kind of third business owner, which is like if your dad wants to have some kind of, I don't know, ink or dye or parchment harvesting. It doesn't take a lot of space. He could probably work out the shed, right? They just need a place to dry the papers.
Oh, I'll check with him. I'll ask him.
This feels like an asshole move if we give it to strangers and then we didn't ask your family.
Oh, that's fine. I guess we could ask that at the house of the what's it called? Hall of the Hunt here. You know, if we are allowed to sublet, I guess. I mean, it's our land, so we should be. I don't foresee that being a problem, but if there's any extra paperwork that needs to be drawn up to make it official, then yeah. I don't mind. But I'm a bit concerned about what you sort of sensed underneath, and I don't know if that
We should deal with that
encompasses
first,
the
yeah.
whole area. You know, I don't want to
Yeah,
like give
I
them
know.
part of the land and then like actually it's like
Bad
it
or
affects
Yeah.
whatever they are doing. You know what I mean?
of course.
So
of course.
yeah, maybe let's just kind of
Was
table
what I
the
was
talk
worried
for the
about
time
also, right?
being.
We don't know
Yeah.
how extensive this desecration is.
Yeah.
Could be
Mhm.
why the government didn't,
Yeah, like
allow
that
people
whole
to use the
plot. I mean,
land.
because I'm sure if they wanted to, if it was just the house, right? Like then the surrounding area is probably I don't know. But I think first question is to see who was the
Yeah, we can
owner
find that
before
out first
us
before we start making this
before
like
we start thinking
future
about
plans.
like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then like to Fervent's point, like you know who can we contact to like help clean up and you know repair works and all that jazz. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll go there and the lady, right? Like hi, we are just looking to see if we can get a bit of background, a bit of history on our plot of land.
Ah, yes. So you
Then I
she
guess
kind of
show
hands
me the
you
paperwork.
hands you a slip. You are number 26
Oh, okay, sure.
on the second floor, please.
Thank you.
You have the second floor, and there's like a bunch of like desks that have been set out. And there's like a waiting area. Every now and then, like a lady calls out a number, tells you the desk number to approach.
Mm.
It takes a good 3 hours before your number is called. And your number is finally called. And you walk up to a female moon elf. It's a good day. We're about to close. How can I help you?
Yeah, we just want to get a bit of history on the plot of land that we have. We specifically would like to know who was the previous owner.
Right. Do you have the deed?
Show her the paperwork that she needs.
We've got the deed.
1 second, and then she kind of walks away. Takes the deed with her. About 10-15 minutes pass. Nothing. You're just sitting there. Another 15 minutes pass. Before she finally returns. There's nothing on this plot of land.
Meaning?
There are no history records on this plot of land.
But there was a house built there, so surely there must be something.
Yes, but there are no building records for this plot of land as far as we know. It's an empty plot of land.
Okay, and I guess the people who are tasked to, build, construct, and things like that, that would be the builder's caste, right?
You are speaking to, yes. You're speaking
that-
to, yes. This is the builder's caste, and she extends her hand and gestures to the floor.
Wait, so
Yeah,
the house, the hall of the hunt is the builder's caste, or
No, it's
it
basically
houses all the different castes?
Yes. They're representatives from the different castes.
Okay, I see. Huh. I'll take the D back first.
Yes.
Nice.
Is look, they're I don't know whether the record was expunged or something, but surely there is literally a house sitting on that plot of land. So there must
I completely
be
understand. There is no
someone-
record of the house.
And would you know who has the capability of making records go away?
She smiles and she says, I'm not in a position to comment on that, unfortunately.
But it has happened because you clearly know the answer.
I'm not in a position to comment on that, unfortunately.
Great, fantastic, so helpful. Have a great day.
Thank you. Next!
Wait. We need help on a plot of land, Celia.
I mean, but they don't seem very competent.
Well, from what I'm hearing is that we can do whatever we want since there's obviously no
Yeah.
records, and who cares? Like, it seems like they just dumped this plot of land on us, and well, if they don't want to give us information, if there's no information to back things up, then we can do whatever we want with it, right?
I suppose we'll take things into our own hands, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
What else would you like to do?
Guys, we were supposed to get help from the workers, from the hall, the hunters hall.
No, but I
So,
thought
like,
before we
repair the
start
house.
before we start involving other people, we want to privately investigate what's underneath, right? That was the plan.
Yeah, and if you're gonna sublet and they can basically clear the land for us, then we save that amount of money as well, right?
So I think the thing is like how can we get information and how do we dig 10 stories down or 6 stories
I
down?
feel like, as with most things, it seems that involves Everesca and us. We might have to ask Verona. And if she
I
doesn't
thought-
want us to know, then obviously we are not gonna be able to find out.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
But who was it that
I
gave
am
us the
meeting
deed?
her tomorrow morning, so
Everesca did, and most probably Verona was
The
the one
guy,
that talked
the-
about
Was it-
right?
Was it Riz who decided
Yeah,
or
Riz.
Verona?
I don't. I
Riz
really.
gave us the deed lah, but I don't know.
I
who
really
his
don't
method-
think Riz is the one that made the decision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like
he's-
the messenger.
No, he's like he does the army stuff, right? But then
Yeah.
on the, so they are the swords. The shields are the ones that are in like property governance, master of coin. That's the other arm of government. Which honestly, Verona is not even in that arm of government, so she might not even know. But if it's something that's magical or there's something that's a seal that's involved, then that's when she would know.
Yeah. Well,
At the
I'm
very
having
least,
a conversation with her
yeah.
tomorrow morning, so I could bring it up.
Assuming you're still alive by then.
That's right.
You're not going to die. I mean, you might lose tracks of your memory, but you're not going to die.
Yes,
Not if they want whatever's in the Forgotten Forest to go away.
that's true. Yeah.
I think we've reached that position that is uncomfortable for authoritarian governments, where kind of know too much for them to be comfortable, but kind of too useful to be disposed of.
Mm.
So yeah, congratulations, your life expectancies just went way up.
Yay.
Or way down, depending on how you look at it.
Okay. I'll ask her tomorrow.
Okay.
Wait, so just okay, yeah, I guess we are leaving the place and walking and talking. I'll be like, just are you if you want me to ask her about this thing, right? Like, oh, you know, we detected the presence below. I'm assuming that you want me to talk about all the other instances where we've detected presences below.
That's a good question.
Because if we do that, she's gonna be like, why did you do that?
She doesn't know that we know, right?
No.
Uh,
So that's the thing.
we
How
don't know.
open do you want me to be with her?
No, but we don't know whether she knows or not, right? Because we did ask Selby about it, and
Oh,
Selby.
she knows. Well, yeah, you do have a point.
She knows that we are
So
close.
she might know.
Yeah.
She might know that we know, but we have not voluntarily given her that information.
Yeah. No, she knows that we are looking into it, including the ruins outside, or how we asked her about that, right? We did,
ask
right?
her about
I
that?
think so, yeah.
We
We
did?
mentioned what's the connection, and then she's like, don't push. No. I remember
Wasn't
we
that
did.
the triumvirate?
But wasn't that with the triumvirate? That
Oh,
was
it
not
was.
with her.
Yeah, I think it was
Nah.
with the
we
triumvirate.
never had a conversation with Verona about
We told her
any
that
of the things.
the library. She knows we were poking around the library.
Because of Selby.
Selby, yeah.
So I don't know how much we got out of Selby.
Yeah, but
So
definitely
she might have an inkling, but there's been no like
confirmation,
confirmation.
and
So
definitely no one knows that we definitively know
no, yeah.
that the real and all that.
The only one who definitely knows that we know
It's gonna wind up dead. Don't worry about it.
is that guy. I forgot his name already.
Clean Kali.
Don't worry.
It's a loose end that will tie itself. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, if I'm going to be bringing this up to her tomorrow morning, then
Maybe we can just mention that I've, desecrated ground, and then not necessarily tie it to the Shan wall. I mean, it doesn't. Maybe it's not even related. Maybe it's something else.
So do you want me to say, okay, we got the key, we went to check out the house, my holy person detected, desecrated ground, like
Maybe
way
uncover
below,
this
uncovered these
abjuration.
ruins. So
Yeah,
that's
like,
what you, okay, so that
Yeah.
I still can share with her.
it's very superficial, surface level. We were checking out the place, and hey, this is not right.
Okay.
Maybe shed some light onto the history of its previous occupants. I mean, if she knows about it and she's hiding something, then that would be like,
Yeah, maybe ask about the occupants first, and then if she presses more, then you can
yeah, that's a good one actually.
in mind.
I mean, it's 5 minutes of talking to the neighbors, we were able to figure out that that land seems to have been put aside for something. So maybe that can be the first question, right? Like, why was it put aside?
Mm-hmm.
And then why us? And then the second thing is like, okay, who was it? Then the third thing is like, if you're still not giving us details, then hey, we know there's some weird shit. Is this you or is this not you? Because if it's not you, then we're gonna go ahead and like, if nobody knows about this, maybe really it's something that the previous occupants got up to.
Then we are going to investigate because it's our land now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to know, like, if not, they wouldn't let place be abandoned for so long, right?
They have to know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't know the
Someone
full.
knows.
Really don't
Something.
know the full picture of it either. Like they just knew that the previous occupants were, maybe accused of doing something horrible. Or maybe
Nah, this
some noble
Corona,
family.
I tell you, she's going to be the final boss.
Well,
They right.
clearly someone had to build it, and it was this guild. But
Exactly,
they're
and then the
trying to
records
hide
are
it.
like gone.
Yes,
I
they're
feel like,
hiding it,
yeah.
but I don't think. Well, obviously there's a reason as to why they're trying to hide it, and I feel like we're already halfway into uncovering as to why. But
Yes.
if they're not willing to tell us, then we should just figure out more on our own, within our
Yeah.
power.
Yeah. I don't think it's a government thing, honestly. I don't think it's a government thing.
I think it's a
We
previous
know-
owner thing.
Yeah, it's like a noble family, like Laedon or all these
You know what?
kind of things.
Speaking of that, don't you know a noble family, Cypher?
Yeah, the Valstinas.
Why
Well,
don't
no
you
is
ask
a
them?
strong association.
But could
DM
you
is
ask
the
them
Valstina
about?
estate on anywhere in the vicinity? No, right? It should be
No, it's not.
not even close to the farming cast.
No.
But
Yeah.
Far
would
away.
they know? They might know something
It's
about
a
this. Like,
real shot in the dark, and it's not the sort of thing where I go around asking for free information. But yeah, I do think that it's the kind of the general attitude of the government in Everesca is like everything in our borders is perfectly safe, and we don't have to worry about it. So I don't think it's a government thing. It might be a noble family thing. If it's a government thing, why wouldn't the lady at the high hall just go out and say like, "Oh, this is by order of the crown, matter of national interest"? But it sounds like it's something underhanded. That's why she wouldn't talk about it. And it would be nice for once for Rona not to know anything. She can't be pulling all the strings.
okay.
Nice.
And if I could ask you for one favor to pass it along to Verona, is that I would like to have an audience with her sometime before we leave for matters concerning my fate.
What?
Yeah?
Why?
Well, if someone knows how to destroy a soul-binding artifact, it's her. But I do feel like it's something I have to speak to her personally. Please, I know the
I
way
hate
you
it when
feel
you're right.
about her.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
It's just
yes,
the
I'll ask
closest
her.
I've been
I know.
to
I know.
having access to such
I know.
trained arcane practitioners.
Yeah. You're right. I know. Okay. I'll.
Last time someone tried to help me with this, terrible fate befell them. So, well, I guess if it befalls her, then you get your win too, right?
You know, waiter girl's heart. I will ask her the question. I'll ask her to help.
As long as
I'll
it's
hope
before we
for the
leave.
worst. No, actually, no. I don't hope for the worst because I want you to be fine. But yeah, okay.
I mean, either way, we're still coming back here, right? It's not like we're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're going to the Forgotten Forest and then to Locke, right?
No, going to Forgotten Forest and then Marsh of Chalimber and then back to Everesca, I assume, with whatever we need to talk to Octavia, don't know what about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that was probably a slip. Like, for the rest of you,
Yeah,
there's
I
been
know.
no mention of Locke until now.
Yep. I'm like, well, why do you think we're going to Lock? Are we going to Lock? Is there something that we missed? We're going to Lock?
We
Where is
are.
Lock? What is Lock?
There were two reasons to go to Log.
I've heard of Lock. Yes, I do know that, but like,
One-
why?
One was the Miss Shadow letter, right?
Yes, she said she lived there or something. I don't know.
Then there was another mention, but oh shit, I cannot remember what was it.
It's the guy who bought the secret from.
Poisons.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Poisons, sir.
Yes, Royal Garden.
No, I
Yeah,
thought
the
it was.
Still a
pastime.
It's
third more.
also,
There are still another reason. Yeah.
yeah, it was also the guy who bought the Clint's secret.
Oh,
It's from Law.
right.
Hmm.
Yes, Oxley.
Oh my
Oxley.
god, that comes back to haunt us.
Yeah.
The man who bought
Are
Clint's
we
secret.
going to explore Law? Is that like off the books kind of thing? Like our own time kind of thing?
Well, we'll see if it comes up.
You don't look very surprised, Argus.
Huh? Yeah, I'm not.
That's fine.
What?
I will
Meta
ask
gaming.
Verona.
Meta gaming.
Hey, I am pretty perceptive, okay? I have +4.
Alright.
Okay. Why are we
No,
going to lock, huh?
I mean, we are going to log one. That was always part of
Why?
the plan.
No.
For the
since-
for the reasons previously
Yeah.
mentioned.
I mean, the Miss Shadow, right?
Miss Shadow, Oxley,
We
and
care
now,
about going all the way there to tell somebody like, I'm sorry,
mean,
your dog has
eventually,
passed
we
away,"
don't know.
Okay.
No,
Sounds
I mean,
it's
this
fishy. Alright.
Miss Shadow thing ties very closely with assuming Tesglaf and
Nelon, yeah.
Nelwon.
Casca
Yeah.
wants to go to log. Casca, you want to go to log?
I shrug.
Alright, anyway. Yeah, okay, fine, it's fine. Now I'll ask Verona all these things and then we'll see what happens from there.
Alright. So, do you need to see your mentor?
Yes, if he's still around, I'll go.
Okay, then
You
the rest of you, what
copy-
you want to do?
You copy the runes down
Yeah,
to
I
bring.
did. I
yeah.
traced it.
The rest of you, what you want to do? You're free. It's evening already.
God, I'm going to visit Cody.
Gonna
Sorry.
Oh, the dog.
Go visit
the dog.
Cody. Yes.
Okay. The store is closed now.
Oh,
It's quite late already.
okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Next thing.
Kaslav and Vervan and Orcus.
I'm just gonna
Evening.
rest at the Unicorn and Crescent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kaslav.
I have nothing.
I'll make small talk with Soliana and see if she has anything for me.
Okay. Sure.
Maybe go and check
Orcus?
on. Maybe I'll go and stalk that mysterious. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Wall gaming.
Wall gaming.
I
We'll run it
just
one by one.
like how Darren knows like, wow, yep.
Okay.
It's got a whole folder of like
What's it worse in
Yeah,
to
what's
run
worse-
with
which-
people?
half of
the
them is
date-
wall.
The date and time. Okay, what happens when you
Yeah.
go to this time with the wall?
Yeah.
Alright. You go and Julius is packing up for the evening.
Sorry.
I am late for dinner.
Aw. I can't with you. Just wanna ask you a quick question about this thing.
Fuck. Really?
Yeah. Please.
Okay, walk with me.
Please.
You show him the route and he stops.
What?
Oh.
It's abjuration, right?
Back in my office, then he turns around.
Okay.
Kinda takes the paper from you, puts it down, turns on the lamp, lights the lamp in his office and brightens up the entire room. Where did you get this?
Found it carved on the floor.
Lord. Well, you wouldn't know what this is. You haven't learned this spell yet.
Enlighten me.
It's Wall of Force.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not your typical Wall of Force. It appears to be a modified version of Wall of Force. This is one part of it.
Like, so this is like the origin, or it's
No.
like it connects. You mean?
It's like one part of many parts.
Could you tell it's one out of how many parts just by looking at this inscription?
I
Like,
can't. I couldn't tell. But
oh,
it's not the only one.
mm,
So the runes are. It's beautiful work, really. It's beautiful work. Whoever did this, and usually when you sever the rune, it would weaken or
completely
disrupt the
cancel.
entire wall. Yes.
Mhm.
If you strike off the runes, it doesn't remove the wall.
Then
It's
what does
quite
it do?
ingenious, really.
So if
It
you strike
only
off the
it
runes,
merely
it won't
weakens.
affect anything.
It merely
Oh.
weakens it. You would need to strike off a large amount of these runes.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Again, where did you get this?
So, okay, I'm not gonna cast detect magic again just to make sure there's nothing
Yeah, it's the same as before.
listening.
Same as
Okay,
before.
so mm, if there was anything to do with abjuration here, specific to Everesca, you would know about it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
you would
would.
be involved, like
Yes.
100%.
Yes. 100%.
So, is there anyone else who can do what you do? Do you know what I mean?
Many people could
Like-
probably do what I do. I mean, I'm good at what I do.
But like
But
to do
I-
something like this.
I wouldn't be
Specifically.
able to come up with this. I wouldn't have thought of this.
Do you know someone who can here?
I mean,
Someone who would be capable of even being this creative with like
maybe Camus?
magic. Pulling up. The what? Context.
Camus?
Okay.
Camus Amos?
Oh. So like the big guy.
He nods.
Who's that?
He's like the master of arcane in Everest. Okay. How about Lady V?
I'm not even sure Verona could do this.
Okay, so I found it here. Like within Everesca. Which is why I brought it to you.
There's no shot you found it here.
I most certainly did.
No shot.
He's not tapping.
So now there is information for you to process, but I feel like I shouldn't tell you anymore, just in case.
Just in case, what exactly?
I don't know if this was meant to be done in secret without your knowledge. Then maybe it's good that you remain not knowing. Do you know what I mean?
So you come in my office, you
I'm
give me
sorry. Okay.
this. You
okay.
expect me not to ask questions?
No. Fair. Found it here, not within the city, but outside of it. Like farmers area. In an abandoned house. In the floor. Really hidden away.
You-
Weird.
Okay,
Very
I'm gonna go for dinner. Then he-
Okay, go for dinner.
Yeah.
But when I say that, I'm going to insight check. Just to see if you really like, huh? 这是什么来的?
Sure, go.
Oh my god, please. I don't want to not trust this guy. God fucking damn it. What is my... I got change color again, guys. I'm sorry.
Our rolls today are shit.
Absolute piss balls.
Get the bad rules
Well-
out of the base, guys.
Good. All right, go for dinner.
Yeah, it goes for dinner.
Please don't say anything to anyone.
Yeah, like who's gonna believe me? He walks away.
That's. I'm gonna trail him for a bit
He goes for dinner.
at his house. I don't know whether it is. It'd be interesting to know where he lives.
At his house.
Okay.
Yes.
Does he have a family?
No.
Kind of sad, but okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Alright. We're gonna go with Cypher next. Alright. So Liana is at the bar.
I don't
Oh.
ask for trouble. I just wait for it to find me.
She sees you there, she completely ignores you for about 20 minutes. You can see she's giving you the side eye,
It's fine. I'm just here to have a drink.
and she's like, sure,
Making
have a
myself
drink.
availability. Making myself
Sure.
available.
You're having a drink.
And
He slides
having
the drink over.
Yes.
Drinks still cost money.
Got the free pass. Got the Disneyland pass.
She sighs, slides the drink over.
Wait, got Disneyland pass? Oh yeah, the thing from way long before, right?
Yeah. It's all accounted for, right? We're not bankrupting you here.
It's like, what do you want?
Nothing. What? This is a public establishment, is it not?
Sure.
I also happen to live here, Soliana.
Yes. When you make up your mind and you just want to stop pansying around, just let me know what you want. And she walks away.
Don't want trouble. Mata under my breath. Mata under my breath. I don't want trouble.
You can hear Mata on her breath. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I will spend most of the evening at the tavern, and then if there's no trouble, actually, I will retire
There's no
because
trouble.
I'm busy. Got a lot to do. I briefly consider asking her about the house, but it's like, trust Cecilia to find out about this, and I'll go back.
It says if you want work, there's work.
No, I'm going. No. I mean, it doesn't hurt to. I mean, I don't have to accept, right?
She looks at you. It's like, what? You forgot the rules? I mean, if you want the job, you take the job.
Yeah. Let's find out what's been happening in Everesca.
Do you want the job or no?
Well, is it quick? We don't have long.
I mean, it depends on how fast you work.
All right, let's do it.
You need to speak to. She scribbles down the name of this person. You need to speak to this person tomorrow. He'll have the details for you.
All right, where's this person located?
He scribbles down the person. He's a merchant. You will be able to find him manning a fruit stand in the trade quarter. Old man. Moon elf. Grey hair, ring. His most distinguishing feature, he has a tattoo of an apple on his shoulder.
paper in tanks and throw it into the fire.
She goes back. She just like goes back to ignoring you.
Yeah, I'll go up then. I guess at some point, I will share this information with the party.
When we're
Kasglaf
gathered
is in her
together, I
room.
assume.
Vervin is in his room.
I mean, it can be tomorrow. It's decided if
Okay,
we are
yeah.
looking for a bit of coin
Yeah.
to pay off the
Sure.
renovations.
Isuya might not be able to partake in the talking, but she has a meeting
That is
at
correct.
9 a.m.
That's correct.
Wow, the thunder is going crazy.
Okay, Oracus, you are at the wall. Are you on the same roof that you were with Isuya that time?
Yes, I'll hop up to the favorite roof.
Okay, make me acrobatics check. Okay, you scurry up. You are now perched on the roof, observing the wall, which
And
has the
people
same
who-
inscription as before.
Yep.
So the inscription is there now, when it was not there in the day.
As expected.
Hmm. Okay, roll me a
So-
D100, please.
Ooh.
Let me check.
49.
A child walks up the alley at some point, places a box in front of the wall, and walks away.
Nothing happens to the box.
It's a box.
As in, he just puts the box on the floor and then walks away.
Yes.
And the box just stays there.
Yes. The box stands up and walks away also.
You know, I thought something will happen with the transmutation circle. But
No.
what's with Everesca and all these child messengers slash
The
agents?
boy I mean you're there at like 8 9 p.m. By the way.
Yep.
And this happens like quite at 8 9 p.m. The boy was wearing an apron, by the way. Forgot to describe.
Apron.
The boy was wearing an apron, yes.
Does he? Can I see where he goes after he leaves?
He runs off. Yes.
Does he run off into a house or shop
No, he
nearby?
runs off into the crowd. So it's still quite crowded, like the outside of the alleyway. So he runs off and blends into the crowd quite well, and then you lose track of him.
Was there any, like, I don't know, sign or words on the apron?
No, it's a white apron.
Interesting. Uh, stains on the apron?
Not really.
How old you said the child was?
Very young, actually. Like maybe 15 years. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Once the child is gone, I will hop down and take a peek in the box.
Okay, hop down and take a peek in the box. There is a delicious aroma emitting from the box. Coming from the box.
What?
Before you even open it, you can smell.
Oh, sweets. Sweet smell or like savory smell?
Like it smells like freshly made pastries.
Feeling a bit peckish. I will open the box and take a look.
There is an assortment of different pastries and cookies, as well as a sealed bottle of milk.
I will uncork the truth serum and pour into a bottle of milk. No, I'm kidding. I'll close it back and then hold on. Let me see. Hold on, ah.
Hmm.
I'm trying to see if I have anything that is easily identifiable using locate object. That well, but Vervin has to be familiar with it too, right?
Hmm.
Well, I can't say anything. You want me to link the spell maybe? Just so you know like what's going on.
No, I think you mentioned it before.
Okay, yeah.
Uh, maybe the Miswat token. How big is the box?
Like, like a foot across,
Okay, maybe I'll just like
or 1.5 foot. Yeah.
maybe I'll just tuck the Miswat token into a corner, close it back
It's
up, and
quite
then
obvious. It's not the token is not small.
how big is it's just like a small, I don't know, like 1 inch token, right?
It's like it fits in your palm of your hand. You know, there's not really
Okay.
much space to hide in a box
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
full
yeah.
full of pastries.
Unless I hide it in the pastry itself.
Oh,
How about the Valha? We have a Valha token also, right? Is it very big?
palm size also.
God damn it, why are all these tokens also big?
Because they're for presenting from a distance so you can see them.
Ugh. Don't really have much else I can use that Fervent is familiar with. Got no more sunberries either. Oh well, I'll just put the... Wait, I still got the silver featureless mask, but that's too big for the box, right?
Yeah. Whatever you're trying to stuff inside the box is huge, by the way.
It's a 1 foot box, like you said. I'm quite sure
Yeah,
that
but
I can really...
mask? How are you gonna
Yeah,
hide
sure.
a mask?
Sure. No, okay, never mind. I'll just put the token inside.
Which one?
The Miswat token.
Okay,
Actually, no, the Valha token.
okay.
The Miswat, if we need to return to Greyhome, I still need it, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put the
So the
Valha token inside.
okay, put the Valhalla token inside.
And then
And
I'll
then
close the box and hop up onto the balcony again, the rooftop again.
how long are we camping there?
Uh, maybe until 2 a.m.
Wow. Okay. At about midnight, here's what you see. You see the wall itself,
Mm-hmm.
the symbol on the wall, starts to light up,
Mm-hmm.
and almost like the symbols start to move. And the kind of like three foci start to spin, and one reaches until all of them reach the top. And there's like almost like a glow, and someone steps out.
What?
Single,
Oh,
a single elf steps out, takes the box, goes back in.
can I see? Can I identify this elf?
It's a
Or I
sun
mean,
elf,
sun elf?
Hmm.
Male, female,
male.
dressed in like nice clothes. Does he look
Mm-hmm.
like
Beautiful clothes.
so rich?
Probably the nicest clothes that you've seen so far in Everesca.
Huh.
Steps
I'm
back
not.
in, the symbol spins back into like this original shape and stops glowing.
I'm not sure if like noble families of Everesca have like crests or what? Did I see anything like that?
You know, no crest.
Okay, I immediately run back and find Vervin. Quick locate object on the Valhalla token.
Oh, whoa. I get jolted
I,
awake.
I, I, I quickly explain what just happened and then
I get
Are you
jolted
gonna pull
awake.
him there?
I am
yeah,
extremely
I guess
distraught.
how far is it away from the inn?
Quite near.
Vervin is amidst a deep sleep, but gets sharply awoken by
No time to explain.
a dream-like voice, and with his eye, like my eyes are not even open, but I will just follow the voice, and I are you gonna drag me there? You are, right?
Who else is awake at this time?
If you're gonna
Scuff
make a
away.
scene, I mean
We're
it's
all
12
in
a.m., right?
separate rooms,
Right.
right?
It's
They're all
12
separate
a.m.
rooms.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's 12
I'm
a.m.
quickly. I'm just gonna quickly check on everyone to see who's awake.
Okay, let Oracus know if you're awake at 12 a.m.
No.
No. But if you open my door, I will rouse. Probably.
If I knock, nobody answers, is it?
If
I'm
you
assuming
knock,
your door will be locked, right?
yeah. If you knock, let's what check would this be? Let's see.
Passive perception.
Passive.
Hmm.
No lah. I don't even know my passive is 9. That's
9?
probably
Basic perception is 9.
it's minus 1.
There's a no lah.
Yeah, I'm
Guarantee is a
out,
no.
out like a light bulb.
Nobody can rouse you if you are.
No lah. If you knock like hard, I will wake lah. Oh no, it's
It has
10.
to be like really hard lah. Usually
Yeah.
like a 9 is like you knock lightly, it's not gonna wake up. One.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, okay. So I guess no response from Casgov and Cyfrid. Is Cecilia up?
It's not even in the inn.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wait, you're not.
Yeah.
You're staying with your family, is it?
Yeah, with my parents. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a passive of 9.
Okay, looks like it's just us then.
It's Cascos passive.
11.
Yes, I am.
Oh, but do you wake up when I knock?
I don't know.
11's
Huh?
okay lah.
I-
11 will,
I'll probably notice it, but
the
roll for
rule is like 10 and usually like knocking and stuff, like if it's like quite audible, like a 10 and above you should be able to hear already. Passive perception.
rollies. Roll to see if you.
No, you don't have to roll. You're not checking. It's your sleep. It should be passive.
That's true.
I'll just
Yeah.
groggily like, huh? I just, huh? Like, if there's no reply, then I'll fall back asleep.
Magic circle! Something's happening! Let's go, we've got a lead.
Okay, I'll like slowly stumble to the door, opening like, huh?
Okay, if Cypher is the only one not there, then I'm just gonna bang on his door.
Okay, I'll be up. But how much time do you want to spend waking us up, or are you just gonna get them and go? I think that's more important.
How long is it
right?
gonna take? Like 5 minutes?
It's way too long if you're in a rush.
I don't know, I'm just excited. I'm not, it's not super urgent. Just
I'm not super asleep lah. I can come to the door quite immediately
Okay.
if you beyond a gentle knock. Yeah. I'll send you both ahead on reason, I guess. Then if Jasklav and I can run along. And then you want to locate object, right?
Yes.
You can go ahead mounted.
Okay, let's go.
We'll catch up.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna bother getting dressed. Just going to follow with eyes closed.
I think it's the wall thing that they're always on about.
Huh?
Oh, we'll find out when we get there.
Huh?
What time do
Okay.
you go to bed? It's just past midnight.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Okay. You arrive at the alleyway. The entrance of the alleyway.
I quickly explain. Box of pastries. Boy left it here. I put the Valhalla token inside. at midnight, a man, sun elf, dressed in really, really nice clothes, came out, took it, and went back in. Like I assume it's like a portal. Did he just appear or did he step out from the wall?
Sorry?
Did he just appear or did he step out from the wall?
Step out. Step out.
Okay, then he stepped back in.
Yes.
So, quick, find it. Where is it now?
I'm still like a bit sleepy. Finally, I opened my eyes and realized that I'm at the alleyway, and I just gather enough strength in my waking state to cast locate object on exactly what Orcus is describing.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you actually have it
okay.
prepared.
Yes, of course. I had it prepared since the day before, so
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll cast exactly
spell
what
slot.
Orcus is. Yes,
It
I've done that.
is! It is 20 feet in front of you.
In the wall?
It's right there.
No, in front of the wall.
Follow me, Orcus, and I'll bring him closer
You see
to where I
the
feel
you
it.
see the Valha symbol like at the like almost like a few feet away from the wall.
There it is.
Too late.
And about now, Cats Love Night arrive and we see them at the end of the alleyway
Too
facing
late,
the
is
wall.
it? Well,
I
you
immediately
mentioned pastries. What about, why don't you just try describing the pastries to me? I could.
Before that, I immediately start looking around to see if there's anybody watching us.
No,
I could maybe locate
it's
the
12
pastries.
midnight.
I don't know. I mean, if this guy is
Yeah.
on to us, then he
Yeah,
might be.
But there's nobody watching you.
Damn. Well, I guess that plan failed. But it seems like someone has been. I mean, this person has a thing for pastries and has a personal delivery service right to this
What
point.
what if we present our own pastries with a note like, "Hey, I want to be friends."
We could try. I'm assuming there must be some arrangement for him to know when to retrieve them anyway.
It's only one bakery in Everesca, like one major bakery in the trade district. They are the largest bakery that basically serve almost of Everesca.
I would have never expected that.
They basically is the largest bakery, and they supply all of the like smaller merchants in the trade district. So they like basically do distribution. It's like a factory. Think of it as like a factory kind of style. Already. It's very large, but there's one of them only. It's family run.
Okay, I guess we'll check with Sylvia more about this tomorrow then. I'm
Mm.
sorry for waking you guys up.
I think we've been trying to figure
Sorry,
out this
Katsukla, but
wall.
actually, if you were asleep, I actually need to put you aside to another channel. Your dream might be interrupted now by the way.
Oh fuck. It's alright.
So whatever conversation that you might have, it might be cut half.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Let's go.
Alright.
Hello.
Hello.
Again, you awake in the familiar plane with the door in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything changed since the last time? Oh, okay.
It seems fine for now.
Okay. I'll do the same. I'll knock and enter. Or knock and then wait a while and enter.
Okay. A chilly breeze blows in. It's not very cold, but it's like, like almost like aircon like that.
Okay.
Aircon. Yeah. So it's like a slight breeze that blows into the room. Ah, hi. It's nice to see you. It's been a while.
Hello.
I've been trying to find a time, like a suitable time to speak to you. I know you've been needing your rest, and I just wanted to say that I felt you were very close a few days ago.
Oh, that must be when I was at the high ice. We had the chance to visit, I guess. I barely made it past. There was some wall that was. I don't
Wall?
know. It hurt to enter, like an invisible wall.
I don't see. I mean, the ice wall.
Well, yeah, but like I flew up and I don't know. I was just trying to walk and something really painful like hit me and it, like yeah, I don't know. And then I could hear so much things, the blizzard and the, like I think it was the dragon and I don't know. It was scary.
Dragon. Now that you mentioned it, that would explain that, you know, sometimes I do hear it, him, her. Let me think of a way to get you past that wall. I'll need to. I don't. It's just you were so close.
Was I really very close? Like, do you think it was like very very close?
Oh, I could feel your presence near. You've never been closer before.
I'll come back.
Boop, that's it.
Oh
You get rudely awakened by a loud knocking at your door.
damn. Okay. Fuck. It's been a while. Okay, it's all right.
You can thank Oracus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, about moving out of the way when you throw another die at it.
Sorry, Kaskla might be really pissed now.
Having a nice dream.
Wait, so do I? Whatever happened before I woke him up, is it?
Yes.
Oh no.
So at this point, I'm. Do I see his
Really
face?
No, Kaskla, I can't explain.
Gee, like I think for the first few minutes of being woken up, it was like a blur, and then once I realized what's happening, my face is pitch black, and like just not happy and very quiet. Like the moment you say like, "Oh, sorry guys, we're too late," and then the pastry, I just already on my way back to the inn without saying anything. Yeah.
I'll chalk it up to being like sleep disrupted, and then yeah, I'm not gonna ask about that.
Really, I'm gonna ask. Hey,
You have to
Kaskla.
catch up to him.
I mean, he's a small boy. He probably can't be walking that fast, right? I'll just
Steady feet movement, okay?
I just walk up. Hey, are you okay? I'm really sorry for waking you up so abruptly.
Oh. Maybe don't do that next time. I was speaking with Nelwon. It's been a while and I didn't get much time with her.
Oh no. Did something happen?
Do tell.
I just scratched my head. Well, no, I just wanted to talk to her more.
You can't talk to her anytime you want?
Not really. I don't know when we can speak, so
Will you be able to speak with her again tonight? I mean, after you go back to sleep?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm going to find out. Then I'll just keep on walking.
Okay, then I will take the hint and not say anything anymore.
Right. You do not dream anymore. Castle.
Okay.
We're gonna run Marion's thing as the last thing for the session.
No lah, can do next week. It's okay.
No, it's okay. We're running for the last thing of the session.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Unless we need to pull, unless I need to pull you to the side, I'll run it here.
Okay, okay, cool.
Okay. You step into Lady Verona's office at the Academy of the Arcane. She's busy kind of like sorting through papers and kind of like you can see there's a quill that's writing magically levitating in front of her. She kind of like doesn't even look at you as you enter. Just like looking at the work that she's doing. Sit. After you have a seat, she says. She doesn't even look at you as she's speaking, by the way. She's kind of just like busy, whatever she's doing.
Can I take a peek at what she's writing? This.
Making a perception check. Trying to be upside down and at a distance.
Ah, oh my god! I'm gonna just go change color. I'm gonna change my.
I thought you already changed.
I didn't. I haven't. I said I was going to, and I didn't.
Okay. So, you have to explain why you broke our promise.
Cause there are a number of things that we're working on that seems to have a similar through line, and it will help give context if they knew the background.
What things?
I mean, just in general, though, everything that we've been investigating so far, you know, from
So whatever you've
Where
been
we
investigating
were
has to do. You're saying whatever you're investigating has to do with your brother's condition.
I mean,
Care to
the
explain?
whole like whatever happened to the whole contingent or whatever you want to call it, like in the forest, seems to tie in with whatever like the weird voodoo shit the mask elves are into. Like there is a thread there. I mean, they are able to do magic that is like not quite what we are familiar with, but yet it has the same baseline, but it's warped in a certain way. And you know, I mean, you can't deny that there's similarities, right? Like, and they exist around Everesca for God knows what purpose, and they seemed hell bent on, you know, trying to disrupt any way of allies getting help or
EMP strike. Welcome back. We are getting our minds blasted.
Which part do you disconnect?
Corona is about to men in black our
Arcanist
brains.
on standby, and Celia is trying to convince her not to refactor our memories.
That's no bueno. Oh boy. Oh no, I cannot log back into Foundry
Why not?
because my player slot is still taken. The session's still active.
That's interesting, actually.
Need Darren to kick, is it? Or what?
Yeah, I think you restart the whole thing actually.
Nice. It should be fine. So has anyone downloaded the new U app yet? Should I do it?
What you app?
I don't know. It's
The
like the
combined
new.
rewards app one, is it?
Huh?
I tried to tap my passion card at Cold Storage the other day. Like, oh no, you have to use this new U app. Like what?
No shot, dude.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You mean they don't allow you to use the card anymore?
They say like have to do through the U app. Like you have to link your passion card to the U app to use it.
Information security.
Yeah. Upset.
Information security.
What happens if your SingPass gonna hack?
Nothing happens.
Why is it so?
But it's quite cool though. SingPass is so convenient.
I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty scary, but pretty cool. What is this? Like, how did they suddenly just come out with this app and then like it's being supported by everything?
What I mean, how? The government say, hey, fucking hell, agencies all follow, then all follow.
Wow. Why? Like, why is it
They all have to answer to yeah.
such a sudden change?
Wait, you talking about the U app or SingPass?
I guess both.
SingPass is government initiative.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, SingPass is cool. It's
The
fine.
U app, I don't know, downstream one.
5, 2, 9, 6.
It's modern authentication I think it's great honestly think it's great.
I'm just surprised they don't allow you to use the card anymore. Have to use the app. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Use your passion card to earn and redeem. Oh, okay. It's for Cold Storage, Giant, 7-Eleven, and Guardian. I see.
Full storage, 7-Eleven, Giant, and Guardian.
Hmm.
No NTUC.
Yeah, apparently not. Or they. Of course, NTUC is using the other one, right? They recently with the what?
Their
Trust?
own app, right?
Yeah, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Do you see as their own app?
Yeah, and do you see Link Points app? No more cut. All that nonsense.
What on earth?
Purposely
many apps
put
already.
wrong date of birth.
What?
So weird how putting a year 2000 is still at 20 years old now. Like,
Oh
why is this
Yeah,
my.
alive?
man.
Oh my.
What do you mean? Putting year 2000 and you're already 22 years old.
Yeah, all
Hey.
the
So how are we
IC
gonna
for
wake up date?
experience.
Yeah. I guess I have a last question for you.
Why are you such a bitch?
How it works? Do you know anything about it?
The runes, yes. You're
Yeah, why?
beginning to piece together. I think you already know what it is. It's just that you haven't come to terms with it yet.
Oh,
It's just
believe me, have I
a
come to
piece of
terms
the
with.
Shan wall,
How many pieces are there?
enough to cover the distance from Everesca to the Grey Cloak Hills, and then all the way to Anarok and back.
So it was just left abandoned because you were afraid that someone would stumble on it and find out or something, or like why the abandonment
It was
state?
lost to time, immemorial. The records were trashed first. The house itself, there was nothing wrong with it. The nobles moved out. They didn't want the land anymore.
They
I
knew that it
decided
was there. Like the nobles who inhabited it before, they knew that it was there.
no.
Okay.
There was no reason to fear. It's just a normal house. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I mean, no one has breached the Shan wall. And no one will.
Hmm.
I decided that perhaps it would be a good idea to have someone with some expertise in this matter living in that home instead of a random noble family. Which is why I put forth the suggestion that perhaps the five of you might like the house.
Okay. What happened to
I hope
Sylvie?
I wiped her memory.
But she's fine.
She's fine. You need to be very careful about who you speak to regarding this. Or all matters regarding this.
So who knows aside from you?
You do not
Does
need to know
Camus
that.
know?
You do not need to know that.
Reese know?
Let me explain that this, what you know now, stretches beyond the history books. Stretches so far back. It predates our time. Do not open your mouth willfully again. Do you understand?
Yep.
You may go. She kind of like eases back into her chair.
Oh, sorry. You were the point of contact with Octavia. Is that her name? The lady, the marsh lady.
Yes.
Any insight into her
She's a
character since you've been
bitch.
talking to her? Okay. Takes one
She's
and
not going to
one.
be easy to deal with. She is extremely on edge.
Do you believe this coven shit then?
Anything that could make a person speak or like that, I don't think it. I think there must be some form of truth to it.
Because we have met.
Her tone
Heck.
was one of desperation, anger, and, well, quite frankly, depression.
And want to convince her to help us. And I guess we are the help for her then.
Good luck. I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
Alright.
You have to excuse me.
Day.
Jesus.
I'll walk out.
I'll let you catch the 5 of them up and then we'll wrap.
Okay. So, hi guys. I'm back.
Yes, we're not
She's
getting our
still-
brain wiped.
A bitch. No. But yeah. Anyway, I better tell them, like, yes, no, don't worry, not getting your brain wiped. She was ready though, but I was like, no, you are not doing it. Fuck off. So she basically confirmed what we know about the Shan Wall. She was open about that. She told the reason why we have the house is because she wants us to be the keeper of that home instead of someone random. And the city that we saw glimpses of in the desert and the information that we got from Flynn, right? From like the name of the city, it encompasses this entire area. So it was before Everesca existed. And these
Wait, so
people were taught
Netheril was from like Grey Clock Hills to Anarok to Everesca.
it was like everywhere. Yes, it was huge,
fuck?
right? And they were taught the ways of magic from the elves at that time. But they surpassed the elves in terms of their magic. And they began to do like weird experiments in such a way that like they made islands float. So if you remember the floating islands that we saw, remember like when we were back at
Uh-huh.
that is something that Everesca has figured out how to do finally after all these years. Like they've finally reached that level of magic that these people were already wielding way back in the day, right? So they were, for some reason, they were like surpassing everything. They floated cities, so that was called High Netheril, and then like where we are now is like Low Netheril, and they began to dabble in planar activity, which opened a portal into somewhere extremely shitty. She didn't elaborate where, but extremely shitty, very evil. So they had to use the mythal, which the Netherilians, or whatever we call them, actually taught us. So the mythal is from them. They used this magic against them to seal them off, because it was like there was a whole war that happened, like annihilation, blah blah blah, and they had to like just, okay, we need to bury everything, and they used the mythal to do that. So yes, so they are sealed by the Shan Wall, and our house
Wait,
is
who
one
is sealed?
piece of the Shan Wall. I am guessing them.
Netheril? People from Netheril are being sealed?
I think so.
That doesn't sound right. Netherrealm was before Everesca. They were involved in a planar war.
Yes.
With
Yes.
someone from another plane.
Yes.
Then they sealed themselves in, or
No.
modern
We.
Everescans sealed
Yes.
Netherrealm in
Yes.
to deal with the problem
Yes.
in isolation. Wow, that is cold.
Right? Is that my understanding of the subject?
Yes.
DM. Okay. Yeah.
Basically, Everesca, the idea is instead of helping, the right thing to do would probably be help, right? Instead of helping, they use their own magic against them,
Against them.
sealed the entire city, all of their citizens beneath.
Under.
Yes, under.
Shan Wall. So it mean that whatever is beneath the Shan Wall, right? Maybe it's like a perpetual war
Maybe
between
one
like
side
the
has won.
race and all that. Yes. Yep. And the Ayun guy was like another villain.
Oh, damn.
Like he was the most powerful mage of them all. There.
Well, damn.
Sorry, yeah.
So yeah.
Does this tie into? I think in your campaign notes you have like some huge war previously, right?
The Shan War.
No,
War.
No,
huge
no,
war.
WAR.
War, yes.
Some demonic uprising. Is this
No,
related
it's
or
not
different?
related. Unrelated.
Even before that.
Yes,
Before
before.
that.
Before that.
Before that.
Wow.
So, well, that confirms a lot of things, and also, let's not touch the Shan Wall.
Yeah,
But-
we should leave it. Yeah.
Wait, then the desecration that Cypher
So
detected.
it could be that they are either rising to the top, somehow making their way closer and closer to the barrier. I didn't share that with her though. I didn't say that we detected the secretion. So
But it would track because we know that at the points where we actually went all the way down to the wall, in the ruins in the library, we know that there's a patient beneath. So it would be consistent.
yeah. So yes. I think we there's no record of our house. It was expunged. She's like, just wipe it off, leave it, until she felt that, hey, I mean, you guys know enough, so have the house.
And there are
Sure.
many of these runes all over.
She said it basically is from here all the way to Underworld. Like it's like
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Sabi is fine, by the way. I did ask her. She just wiped her memory, but she's back at great. She's okay. She's alive and well, but just the less people that know, the better.
Yeah,
So
I
what was
imagine.
the deal with Selby and Verona then back then?
I did not push because I sense she probably did not want to tell me. But I mean, it confirms basically what we know. At least we have names, right, to put it to. It still doesn't help with our stupid ether wine problem, but
I think it's
hey,
related.
maybe
Yeah.
she's from there, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
I think it's
she's
related. These
from
strange
another
elves that have not
alien-
seen
yeah.
the sun. Yeah.
And they're using like these magics that we've never heard of.
You're missing one very important point. You guys not telling you one very important
What,
thing.
what am I missing? Marion
Are not elves.
Oh yes. But we knew that because in the visions we saw that they were human.
Humans, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw the
Very-
vision!
Ah, oh you did, Cypher? You saw
No,
also?
that was our character.
No, fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I didn't see shit.
But yes, anyway.
I wasn't
But
there.
yeah,
And if I
knew
was
that
there, I
she
was
was
asleep.
I did ask her if she suspects that these masked elves are Nephilim, but she's like, she hard to say because they weren't elves, right? Like
They were wearing a mask. Who could know?
I mean, yeah. So
what does it mean?
I don't know. Like, are they spilling over? Are these elves from like the plane that they opened up, and then
Who could know?
who could know?
All right.
That's all.
Did I get a time slot with her?
Also, my brother is dying, so yeah.
Oh yes. If Isira asks, oh yeah, your brother's dying.
Wow.
Isira's brother's
Wait.
dying.
What?
Great.
Dying of what?
Yes, like the
Well,
meter,
they-
because the meter grants us like immortality and things like even it's not just magic; it's also like life. So now that his connection with the meter has been severed, he is
He's essentially on a
buried.
clock.
Wow.
And I have no idea.
Imagine
I
you're
asked-
basically 100
Yeah.
odd plus years old, and people just yank your immortality from you.
So you're just,
You would just instantly
like
die.
it's like Benjamin.
It's not instantly
it's
die lah, but
reverse
he's on the
Benjamin
he's on the clock lah.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
And she said the best way to see if he can be saved is to find out who that person is who was in that forest who wiped out that whole contingent. But I feel like we are so far from that. But yes, and also she isn't really 100% about the high forest theory. Yeah, that's just I asked her like,
What
why
high
do you
force
think-
theory?
because they were sending scouts right to the high forest because they believe like, okay, this is where they are originating from, but
Oh,
let's
hell no.
go and
Yeah.
have an incursion. So but she's like, yeah, I'm not convinced. Like she's not on board with that basically. She's less of a bitch than I thought she would be. She also called the Octavia, whatever her name is, a bitch. Like I asked her what's your opinion, she said she's a bitch. So hey.
Well, you're not
Yeah.
dead, so that's good
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
Well, well,
Do I get to speak to her?
Oh my god!
Yeah. But
Yes,
just
I would
assuming.
ask. I will ask. Yes, sorry.
Tomorrow though. She's full
Sorry,
for
I
today.
No, of course it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow. Alright, we'll
Okay.
run that stuff
Thanks.
next session,
Ta-da.
guys.
Hope
wow.
Remember what you have
is
to do?
okay.
There's no way we're
Hope
getting all
stuff
this
will
done
be
before we leave.
okay.
Right, we know the house is safe already lah. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's
We
okay
can
lah.
move
Like,
that
then
along.
we just do whatever we want.
Just replace the.
So
normal.
minus 1 day off off
Oh,
10, so you have 9 days left
that's good.
before you have to be in the marsh.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
We
that's
should
good.
go soon.
Do we want to take the side gig? Fruit seller side gig.
Wait,
We'll
what?
find out about it.
What?
Yeah, depends on what it is.
Okay. Murder offense.
Sounds good to me.
Side mission
Oh,
is.
I will. Wait. So Isilia meets up with us, is it?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, I'll tell you about the baker boy and whatever.
Ah. Yeah. Alright.
And
Well.
we'll see
You
if
can
we want to
investigate the bakery and stuff next week. Alright, GG's boys.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Jim.
GG,
Okay.
boys.
Bye.
GG's.
Okay.